Hello and welcome back to Strange Hunger. Last we left off, the members of the Fulcrum Expedition made their way from Aethrai to Nook to Lycastle. Interrupted by a bandit attack, the party overcame some internal difficulties to find the Black Stone City gone to seed. Making their way through the streets, they encountered a strange nun who collapsed into bone after commanding Matthias to cleanse the Temple of the Forgotten of Sin. As they made their way inside the first chamber, they faced a strange and horrific creature, the Father of Rot, stinking of undeath and commanding them to worship at his feet. They discovered a brutal scene. Blood spilled in a sacred place. Desecration overtaking the temple that had once been sacred. And as they made their way into storage chambers of the cathedral, the main open area, Matthias sensed the presence of more undead in the area. That's where we left off. We are beginning right in initiative in combat. We have our initiative order up.
Remind me if I have rolled for Darren today? For this combat?
For Darren in this combat, I do not think he is in here, no.
Maybe before we start, so I don't have to do it in the middle of combat.
Roll for Darren.
Roll for Darren.
Oh,
Let's see,
man.
what do you have to initiative, buddy?
I'm the sweatiest boy.
Darren's got a 3.
Darren's got a 3.
Hot 3.
I'm gonna put in Darren for you and shapeshift him. Don't have our fanciest Darren yet, but we'll get him in later.
The fanciest Darren.
Okay. As I'm doing this, I believe we are starting with the Father of Rot's turn, top of the order, as he has just appeared. Okay. And VJ, you online? I don't see Tazriel here in the verse yet.
Oh, I see him. He's down there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's down under the bridge.
Alrighty. There we go. There's your guy. Where would you like Darren to be? You did have him out and available before this fight, so...
He's a curious boy. He's probably like 20 feet north.
Okay. So hanging out up here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Exploring. The Father of Rot steps forward towards Vice.
Oh, hell no.
Nice.
He raises up a hand with one finger on it. Gestures out to all of you and says, I command you, peaceful, to rise and worship. And from the water, where Barden and Kiara stand above it on the bridge, bubbling. Smoke. Taz, I think you would also see swirls and eddies in the water as it goes from this thick, mucky, dark ooze color, lightning into a bleached pale white. And then a mass of flesh, gore, and bone rises up like a writhing snake in the form of a massive hand. Bodies stitched together, pressed together, half-decayed faces. And he brings his hand down and it slams down toward Kiara and Barden. And I'm going to need the two of you to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Cool. Sorry.
Pardon, you have
Very
advantage.
Okay,
Dexterity, was it?
Dexterity
19.
saving throw. Nice. And for Barden, with advantage?
That is a dirty 20.
Nice. And question. I know, Kiara, you had Bless on yourself. I believe you had it on
It wasn't me.
Oation Taz?
Matthias and Taz.
Matthias and Taz.
Did I put bless on myself? I thought that was just I was supposed to have a concentration checker on myself.
Got it. Then
I did it on Sig, Matt, and Taz, yes. Because I only did it at first level. I didn't have second level.
Okay.
And I think that's why I looked at Barden and I said, you'll be okay.
Okay. Fabulous. Well, if you want to throw Bless on yourself.
I will.
All right.
Yeah.
So the two of you take half damage, so that's going to be 10 points of necrotic damage as this hand slams down to the two of you, and neither of you are knocked prone.
Let me see if I have to save for bless, but I have advantage on concentration checks for a spell. Which is good, because that's a 20.
Okay. Yes, you maintain your concentration. Then he's going to step back a little bit further into the shadows here, trying to get as far as he can away from the daylight spell. I will say the lower area here is not getting as affected by the daylight because it is actually set down and recessed by about 8 feet. There's a stairway down to this lower area. So with the rock on the bridge, it's not quite reaching the recessed area down here. But that is probably the only area right now, besides where shadows are cast, where daylight isn't reaching with the 60-foot radius. That is the Father of Roth's turn. Next in the order is... Well, that's not right.
Bones?
I don't see Taz as being online, so I can't give him a turn.
Oh,
Why is it
strange. But we know
Okay.
it's Taz's turn.
Yeah, let me do my turn and then I'll fucking change it. I don't know. I'll reload it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is not an action to pick something up, correct?
That would be you get a interact with you're not interacting with an object, you're just picking something up. So I'd probably let you do it as a free action unless it's something that you think would, unless I think it's something that's heavy or complicated.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to pick up?
Is it? Would I have seen him step forward? Like you just said, it's recessed a bit.
It is recessed a bit. And it's probably, let me check with my ruler how far it is from you. Especially with it going down into shadow, 30 feet away from you. He did call out, so your vision would have been directed towards him. So I do think you'd be able to see him, yes.
Okay, awesome. I would like to go over, pick up the daylight rock, and then go down by where Vice is with it, and
I love you.
drop it down. And if my movement, I would use my bonus action for additional movement, and
Got
then assuming I still have my action, this motherfucker takes half damage from non-magical things and my psionics. So I'm just gonna stick with my babies and throw a dagger, a psionic dagger at this fucker. Like I'd man.
25 plus 30. Yes, it's going to take your bonus action for you to get down into that area. You have to get up onto the stairs to go up on the bridge and then come back down.
Okay, so then I'd bring it the square that's like diagonally from Vice and like right next to this right stairwell right here, since I can't move. I would drop the stone there and then would throw a dagger at this fucker.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Get him!
Okay.
Get that dad.
Yeah, that hits. It's 16 plus 6, so 22.
That will hit.
Shit.
That is the regular. Not within, yeah. Ooh, That's not bad. 7 points of psychic damage.
Psychic damage or regular damage? Psychic?
Psychic damage. He takes half from all of the shit I have, so might as well use my boys.
All right. So 7 halved to 3 damage.
Oh wait, yeah,
Okay.
this guy's resistant, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, I hate this
You did
bitch.
see you had thrown a dagger at him previously, and it seemed to do regular damage, not a
Oh.
non-magical dagger. So if you want to say that that was piercing damage,
I forgot. Yep, sorry. Let's do piercing damage.
no worries.
Forgot.
I don't want to make you screw
Alex
yourself
is a
over when
nice
you don't have to.
We love
Um,
DM.
Okay. Love you guys. Now get fucked. Is that your turn, Kaz?
That is my turn. Oh, yep, that's my turn. Mhm.
Okay.
Do a
Uh,
reload and see if you can get in here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get in there. Oh, I was wrong.
Oh.
It is the Shaking Horror's turn.
Mm-mm.
Now, there's
What are these made?
one right here by OH that you've dragged towards yourself. The other one that you had seen was taken out by Matthias over in the corner. So, and there is one that is down here. So first, the one right by the Father of Rot is going to scuttle, shake, and quiver its way forward.
Hateful.
Does the samba. Hey!
Here we go. And going to use its full movement and action to get up onto the bridge here.
Oh, what?
There we
I'm
go.
not muted.
The horror that you've pulled close to you, Awesh, is going to first claw at you. You see that this like mangled hand that emerges from its torso reaches out to try and wrap around you and stick these bony claws in your back.
Oof. Hate that.
That is a 10 to hit. And then with its second hand, 15. Okay. As it wraps its arms around you, the sigil on your forehead flares and doesn't seem to have any effect. 2 attacks on you, 1 there. That's all for the Shaking Horrors for right now. But at the end of their turn, Father of Rot is going to use a legendary action.
Oh.
He, Kaz has brought the stone down. He, again, recoils away from it, sizzling and smoking, and he is forward. So he is going to raise a hand and rend spine on Tazriel
Oh my god.
once again. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it, Alex.
Ooh.
Kind of you got me with the 21.
Just
I have what's the word?
Tazriel, that is 13 necrotic damage, and you need to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Christ.
You are
blessed.
blessed on that saving throw. Because Kiara loves you.
What is it?
What you doing? What happened?
What are you doing, buddy?
I am not gonna use my last psionic die to fix this, so it's not gonna it's not gonna fix it. That's a 6 with the D4.
Oh my.
All right, Tazriel, you are currently frightened, and your speed is reduced to 0 until the end of your next turn. Sorry, until your next turn.
Bastard.
You feel once again this wrench in your back as the father raises his hand, and this time just blood pouring from the back of your neck as a sort of curved claw just sticks itself out of Tazriel's neck and then back in from his spine. That is the end of... It is your turn, Kiara.
Okay, quick question. I have marked on my sheet that Kiara is frightened. Is that for this battle?
No, that I believe would either be from when she took a Ren's spine attack previously and was frightened for a turn, or when she was frightened because of the nun, which faded when the nun dispersed. So you are not currently frightened.
I'm not currently frightened. Sweet. Okay. I'm running out of spells. So, okay. What, besides the gross thing that's right next to them, what, has anything emerged from the water yet?
The massive hand.
The massive hand. And how far is that from?
It actually went back down.
It went back down. Okay, okay.
So you guys saw like this mass of bodies that then went back down.
Kiara, now that they have permission to do some Angie shit, is going to stick their shield in the gross thing's face, and now that they can see the Father of Rot, say, "Excuse me, stop hurting my friends! Oi, stop!" And but kind of try to get attention to themselves, and as if the Father of Rot looks towards them, now that they're lit, the Father of Rot is lit by the daylight. She's gonna do a good old thing that we haven't seen her do for a while, which is a nice, sweet Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Stop hurting my friends. Well, that's a natural 20 to hit.
Yes.
Whoa.
Double that damage for me.
2d10, baby. Well, okay, so that's 9. I rolled 9, so 18 force damage.
All right. It feels like a warm, furry hand guides and lifts your wrist as you point it towards Father of Rot. And you see sort of a blast explosion of this fire energy that like shatters part of the jawbone.
Question.
Yes.
Eldritch Blast says I get 2 beams at 5th level, but it doesn't say
Warlock level.
does it? Because it says count 2 in my notes, so I'm confused.
Believe that you get 2 blasts at
Warlock 5,
5th
right?
Warlock level.
Okay, I was just confused because it said count 2, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond B, tripping.
No worries.
Yeah, they're Warlock too.
Yeah. Okay. That is 18 points of force damage.
Does
Damn.
that mean he'll stop hurting my friends now?
Unlikely.
Kiara's gonna throw a tantrum. Okay, bonus.
Any bonus actions you'd like to take?
I don't want to burn spells. I have so few. Okay, no. I'm gonna wait until Taz is
Desperately strategizing.
deader.
Now I understand what you're going through.
Yeah. Just don't die, Taz. Thanks. Okay, I'm good.
No. If you're not moving at all, Kiara, Barden, it is your turn.
That guy is within melee, right?
Yes, right up on you.
Kiara's not gonna move. That's why like flavor-wise, they put their shield in Ugly's face.
Mm-hmm.
So she just put the shield up. She didn't attack it.
No, because I can't attack and Eldritch Blast. So my attack was the Eldritch Blast.
Gonna scooch the little 5 foot closer. I want to hit under the shield with my sword. Just which would be
Slap his
fun if
legs.
it works. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my. Sorry, I'm looking at all my spells. Oh wait, do I have advantage right now? No.
Why? You can
I'm in
reckless
rage.
attack for advantage if you would like to.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. It's
Okay.
getting spooky.
Oh, fucking reckless attack. Do it.
22, baby.
That will hit.
Otherwise, it was gonna be a 10.
You can roll damage for me.
Type.
Remember to add the +2 damage because you're raging.
Okie dokie. That's gonna be a one-handed because I have my shield again. That's a 9 total.
All right. 9 on this shaking horror.
There's plenty of legs to whack.
Okay.
Um,
And are you using a bonus action at all?
No, I don't have any.
Okay.
That's as is. Yeah, just want to slash at the legs.
At the
Yes,
end of
I'm
your
ready for sure.
turn, Barden, the Father of Rod is going to use a second legendary action.
Me?
Hello?
Hello?
You're level
Hello.
4 and 5, my good sir.
You thought he only had one? He's used multiple already.
Alex wants us to die. We're 4th and 5th level. This is a hate crime because I hate it.
He is going to use his Command Reavers legendary action. So he is
What?
going to
Puppies.
allow these guys to use a full movement. So these guys are going to come down here,
Oh, Jesus.
and this one is going to command down here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Not the wizard.
That one is still here on Vice, and these one right here, this guy is going to emerge from a bench, unfold, and approach Tazriel.
Oh my
It's
god.
your
not where
turn,
I'm-
Matthias.
That's not where I'm actually at, though. So would
Oh
you go
no,
there?
no, no. Yeah,
'Cause
you
I'm-
are down.
Like,
You are down there.
yeah.
Also important, we only sandwich the wizard with their consent.
Okay.
How about that?
All right, Matthias. You're
Feeling pretty unconsensually sandwiched right now.
Yeah, no, that's why we gotta fuck him up.
Oh god. Okay. All right. Okay. So this guy is up on me, and he's the creature's within melee, right? Like I'm now engaged with this thing. If I want to
Yes.
get away, I can't. Is that? Or I would take an opportunity attack. Is that what's happening?
You would take an opportunity attack from the Blind Reaver now. He is engaged in melee with you.
Okay. All right. Fuck. Okay. Shit. All right. Seeing the father step forward again out of the shadows and having seen what's in the river, as this thing like claws its way closer to him, he is full eyes on the father and is just shaking with rage. The same thing that he was trying so hard to mask after Oesh looked at him is just, he's like coming apart at the seams, and he grips his greatsword in both hands and just yells, "Butcher!" and is going to run away from that creature, take the opportunity attack if he needs to, and is going to use, I think, his full movement and action to get as close to the Father of Rod as possible.
That is a non-natural 20 to hit.
Oh boy, yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay. You are going to take 4 points of slashing damage from the Blind Reaver as it claws at you. Sorry, as it bites down at you. Just sort of like catching the back of, I think, your cloak, not doing a lot of physical damage to you, but just using the energy of you having to avoid the actual damage.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna make my way down. I think it'll probably take... I will move past Tazriel and come up next to Vice. And I think he's probably going to position himself here. So 4 points of damage, huh?
Thank you for the raid, VTuber Tabletop. Welcome.
Wow, thank you.
Just a reminder, we're doing a horror campaign, so check our content warnings in the chat. But welcome, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Okay. I got any bonus actions? No, I'm good.
Okay. Next in the order after Matthias, it is Vice's turn. As you've run towards the Father of Rot, shouted that out, she reaches out, grips your shoulder, and is going to use your momentum to stab her rapier sort of through this horror and then try to approach the Father. So also, now that you're there, stepping forward to him, you can see her expression as she glances towards you, just as dark, but holding something back. Most deferring to you. You know her well enough at this point that she's listening to your emotions here. That is a natural one.
No.
But she is actually going to move out of the range of this creature so she can get up over on this side of the Father, trying to give you an opportunity to flank with her later.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll take that opportunity attack from the blind horror. She has to make not a saving throw. That is 11. That will not hit on her. You see as Vice steps out of the range of this thing, it's got these 4 arms, these bleeding eyes. 2 hands come up and reach for her face, but she steps out of range as she pulls her rapier away. Her trying to avoid the attack as she moves away is what causes her to miss. That is Vice's turn. It's the Blind Reaver's turn.
Uh-oh.
This is an attack on Awaish with advantage because you are flanked.
Oh boy.
That is a 24.
Oh, that'll hit.
Okay. That is 8 points of slashing damage with a claw. It sort of like gets this horn towards you. You see there aren't any eyes on this thing. It just has these strange protrusions of bone or teeth or something that emerge from the pallid and sunken flesh as it almost like a bowl just takes that up into your torso and arm.
Okay.
That is that one over here. This one next to Tazriel that had approached. I'm going to say that it sort of like moves back away from you, Tazriel, for a moment, and then it is going to leap onto you.
Oh my god.
So you actually will get a opportunity attack here if you would like one. Yeah.
Psionic dagger out, not throwing it, just using it as a regular melee weapon.
Okay.
That'll do it. That'll do. That's an 18 plus 6.
Okay.
That'll be 7 points of psychic damage.
7 points of psychic damage on that one. You take a good slash out. Well, I wouldn't say slash. It's more like you see the way that the flesh is compressed tightly around whatever skull this thing has. Becomes a little more sunken. Veins stand out, not veins of blood, but some dark material that is pumping through them. And with the leap, you need to make a strength saving throw for me. Oh, actually, one more thing. You are currently frightened, Tazriel, so you need to make that opportunity to attack with disadvantage. Just give me another roll, see if it still hit.
Damn.
Sorry.
Wait. Is blessed for attacks as well?
Yes, it is. All attacks.
Does a 14 hit?
Maintain
Nice.
the 7 damage that you did. Okay. Yes, a strength saving throw, and you can add bless to that.
Yeah, I rolled a 7 minus 2, so 5.
Okay, you are knocked prone as the blind reaver lands on top of you. And then, because you are prone, that is a 15 to hit.
Fuck me. Yeah, that's my armor class.
Okay. You take, here we go, 4 points of piercing damage.
I'm
And
fine.
give me a constitution saving throw.
Okay, that I could. Okay. 14?
That is a success. So you take half damage, 4 points of necrotic damage, as this thing lands on top of you and begins to chew into the flesh of your neck, trying to get at your spine.
And okay, just to be clear, the 4 was halved already.
Yeah, the 4 was halved from 8 necrotic damage.
Okay, cool.
All right, we have that one. This one over here, the one that you had fled, Matthias, is going to run after you. You had used your full, so it has 30 feet. Doesn't quite get up to you, so yes, over here. And do I have any more of these guys? Nope. All right, those are the turns of those horrors. Awaish.
Okay. All right. Okay. Awaish is going to move. Let's see. They have 25 feet of movement today. They're going to take their movement to go around here, provoking an opportunity attack from this bitch here, but not the shaking horror, only the blind reaver. Beep boop bop boop. So I'll take that opportunity attack.
All right. That is going to be 17.
I'll cast shield.
Okay. Cast shield.
Yeah, so
Not hit.
doesn't hit. Actually, yes, I can cast shield as a reaction and then a spell also on my turn. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
And then on themselves cast Dragon's Breath. Second level. Last second level spell, y'all. And turns back. Let's do their bones. Let's do acid damage. That seems fun. And a cone 15 feet of shuddering luminescent acid comes out from their mouth towards these two creatures, and they both need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. This is for the one that's right next to you. That is
It's for the one right next to me and the blind reaver. It'll hit both.
blind reaver. Got it. Okay. For the one right next to you, that is a 12.
That will not save.
Okay. And the blind reaver is a 4.
Amazing. Oh, we love to hear it. So they are going to take 3d6 acid damage.
Damn.
Pretty good. That's 12 damage.
Okay. And you're concentrating on Dragon's Breath, correct?
I am.
Okay.
And go ahead.
The shaking horror, you melt down just most of its chest cavity. You can see now these brittle, smoking bones. It is very close to done. And the blind reaver is also bloodied.
And since I cast it right at the beginning, I have an AC of 22 until the beginning of my next turn.
Yes, you do. Okay. That is your turn. Why is it showing some bones?
Why is it giving away your bones?
Giving away my bones.
My bones. Oh, this
Darren
bitch.
goes right after me or something, right?
Oh,
Is
yes.
he in the initiative? Don't forget my boy.
I will put Darren. Darren goes right after you, yes.
I don't know if I want him to do anything. I just wanted him to be included.
He can float around and be a little bit stressed out.
Yeah, I want him to just come a little closer, but stay high.
Okay. He's probably going to float near the top of this column with some of the vines wrapped around it then.
Amazing.
Okay. Before the Father of Rot's turn, going to use a lair action. This is called Oppressive Breath. I'm going to need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh my god.
Constitution. Okay.
Mm.
We have Bless for saving throws, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a D4, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't have any disadvantage on this, right?
This dice is in love with me today, so that's a 20 for Kiara.
Okay.
Nice.
Only dex saves.
15.
All right.
17.
5.
All right.
Ooh.
I am going to use one of my points of inspiration.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll help, but I'd sure like it to. Yes, that is a unnatural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
With Bless.
So, Barden, you got a 5. You're the only one who got below 12, I think, right? Cool.
Baby.
Barden, you feel your jaw, your teeth shift, and it locks up into place until the next initiative count 20. You cannot speak.
My mouth.
You cannot move your mouth. In fact, you're having trouble breathing. You can still breathe through your nose, but you cannot. Your mouth shuts itself on you. Your teeth biting together so hard that you feel your jaw vibrate. You are silenced.
Oh yeah, bit of panicking. That's fun.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Creepy.
That is that lair action. Father of Rot's turn. He, with Matthias approaching, ignores Vice entirely, tilts his head with the teeth jangling, looks towards you. Going to make an intelligence check for him. Okay. Opens his robe, and you see ribs, layers and layers and layers and layers of ribs. Almost like someone had shoved 5 or 6 rib cages together, stacked them on top of each other. Strange prehensile bone hands that emerge from within this rib cage. He says, the Spine Lord is displeased. Going to use his Spinal Burst ability. So I'm going to need Tazriel, Vice, and Matthias to make con saves as his ribs explode outward in a 20-foot radius.
Oh my god.
You're still blessed, babies.
Oh god.
Sorry, 25-foot radius.
Doesn't matter. I rolled a natural 1, so with the bless, that's a 6.
Okay. All right. Oh, and Vice is
16.
16. Okay. And let's start next turn. So Taz, you succeed. Matthias, you fail, and Vice succeeds. So that is going to be some damage. Let me roll that. Nice. Matthias, that is 23 points of necrotic damage. Tazriel, that is 12.
Okay.
And Vice takes 12 as well. The rib cage explodes outward. Shards of bone stick into you and Taz and Vice. I also want to remind you that if you ever want to, Sloan, you do have that point of inspiration that you can use in the manner we discussed for this.
Okay. I was really, I'm wondering if I shouldn't have used it to try and re-roll that roll. Because,
You could also re-roll that roll if you would like to.
I have 2 points of inspiration.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna re-roll that roll because I'm on a bad spot right now. Do I re-roll guidance too, or do I roll?
Yeah, you can re-roll the bless if you'd like.
Or bless.
Yeah.
No, it's an 11.
No.
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 All right.
Fuck. Oh god.
That is the Father of Rot's turn. He steps back a little bit more into this area. I'm not leaving Vice's range, just taking a little bit step back towards those stairs. Again, trying to get down further into the shadow away from the daylight. Kaz.
Oh boy. I am going to use my action to fucking use a healer's kit on myself. Because I got 8 hit points. Friends. Squishy boy. Okay, yeah, let me roll that. Okay, not bad. And that's plus, what is 9 plus? Okay, I get 13 hit points back.
Damn, that is nice.
Okay. Alright, it's fine. Question, how long does disengage last?
Disengage, or dodge.
Disengage, so like if I bonus action disengage now, but I don't have movement, is it still up when my next turn comes around, or do I use it again?
I have to check the ruling on that. If you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn. During a round, each participant in the battle takes a turn, the order of turns. So it wouldn't be for the round, it's for the turn. So I think it's just for your actual turn.
Okay, all right, then, let's see, I don't have a bonus action attack. I use my action. My reaction is back.
Do you dodge as a bonus action?
No, not me.
Okay. No.
Dash, hide, disengage.
It's pretty hard for you to hide right now. There's nothing you could really hide behind. So yeah.
Could I crawl inside of the creature and hide that way? Kidding.
You want to crawl?
Nope, that's my turn. I'm laying on. I'm on the ground, and I don't have any movement until my next turn.
That's true. You cannot get up from prone. But at the end of your turn, you are no longer frightened, and you gain your movement speed back.
Dope.
Okay, fantastic. Next in the order are the shaking horrors. This one that is severely wounded in front of you, Oesh, is going to... Here we go. Yeah. It's going to try again with those 2 arms to reach around and grab you, but it is not trying to pierce you. It is trying to shake you, I would say. So it still rolls to hit.
Wow.
Shake the baby.
21 to hit.
Shake the baby. Doesn't hit.
Oh, because you have... all right. And it doesn't get a multi-attack because it used that specific attack ability. The one on the bridge with Kiara and Barden is going... you sort of set up like almost a tower defense with a shield and then Barden reaching underneath. But it is going for Kiara, shaking, quivering with the 2-hand attack. That is a natural 20 on Kiara.
Well, yeah, that's gonna hit.
It wraps its arms around your torso in a hug, and you can feel the cold flesh quivering. That is 10 points of piercing damage as its claws sink into your back. With its second attack, second hand...
Hold on 1 second. I don't want to do this, but I have to. As it does that, Kiara's eyes, which are normally a golden yellow, burn bright orange, and only I think Barden is really close enough to see it, as flames are going to erupt out of her in up the arms, as Kiara will react with the rebuke.
Okay, I'm making a dex save.
Yes, a dex save of 15.
Okay. I'm actually gonna give this thing disadvantage on this dex save. I just think I said, it's hugging you. It doesn't make sense that it would have. It's gonna have a hard time avoiding this one, which is a 10 dex.
No, that is a fail, and it gets 2d10, which is 11. 11. Fire.
That is enough to also send this one smoking back away from you, bloodied. It does have that second attack, but another hit would probably finish that one off. With the second attack, that is a 21.
That also hits.
Good rolls on these guys. And 5 points of piercing damage on the second.
Okay.
Okay. Those are our 2 shaking horrors. This horror by Vice and you, Matthias. It turns its face towards you. Reaches out for your eyes. That is a 14.
Misses.
Okay. The second set of arms reach to grab you with a 18.
That hits.
Okay. 4 points of bludgeoning damage simply as it just wraps you in a similar embrace.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious?
I'm unconscious.
Okay. You sag into this thing's arms as it cradles Matthias, as you see clutching him, almost like a child. 2 hands towards his face, 2 arms around his waist. Next in the order, Vice grits out a get off of him, get off of him. Yara.
Okay. Kiara is big Angie and going to do a brave thing that Kiara does not usually, and is going to run down towards her in pain friendos.
Which way are you running?
Trying to click on my character and move towards Taz. So taking the stairs down and coming in.
Okay.
As far as she can using her 30 feet movement. It's because I'm on ruler. Okay, this should
12. You have, that's 10 plus 10. 20 feet gets you to the bottom of the stairs, unless you want to jump in the water and swim more directly.
No.
But I'd give it a shot.
Yeah. No, I mean, okay, Kara's already being big brain. Like, I don't know why I can't. Oh, right, it's ASD. I'm gonna ASD my butt down here, and then
20 feet.
And then 10 feet forward.
Mm-hmm.
As much as she can get, really, which is probably right here-ish.
A little bit further. There you go.
Okay.
You're looking at the shriveled ass crack of this reaver.
And Kiara is going to... What you hear in this, at this point, is... Kiara's a pretty happy-go-lucky, cheerful person, but from almost this, like, low tone that you never hear coming out of them, you see Kiara grasp their holy symbol as she says, and as she yells out, a bright light emerges from her, and in a 30-foot radius, as she channels divinity to cast Turn Undead.
Ooh!
I was waiting for this. All right. That is going to be saving throws in a 30-foot radius. That will catch
Wisdom
Bridge. 14. Wisdom 14. Okay. All right. In order, this is the one on the bridge. That is a natural 20. Succeeds. This is the one that's right in front of you. That is a 15. The one in front of Taz is a 10. Fails. The horror that's currently holding Matthias is a 6. Fails. And the Father of Rot got a non-natural 20.
Fuck that bitch.
The two, this, let me ping them. Boop. This horror right here is turned, and this horror right here is turned. I'm actually going to put a, let's see if I can get a frightened effect on these guys. Frightened.
A frighty boy.
There we
Yeah,
go.
as a reminder for viewers, turn means for a minute it must spend its turn trying to move as far from me as it can, and cannot willingly move into a space within 30 feet of me. It also cannot take reactions, and for its action it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Got it. So
And
this
if it
creature
has
that's
nowhere to
holding-
move, it can dodge.
Good to know. So these two in front of you can't take reactions, which means if on your next turn you're trying to get to Matthias, they won't be able to opportunity attack you, anything like that. Okay. Fantastic.
So that was my action.
Yeah.
As my bonus action, we're doing it.
Fucking
Kiara
rad.
reach. Yes, Kiara reaches out. Eyes still burning, and probably Kiara still glowing. The hand immediately comes forward, points towards Matthias, and says, "Aaj tumhari bari nahi hai," and casts Healing Word.
She's so hot.
That is 5. Oh, it's only 5, but 5 hit points.
It's better
my
than what
buddy.
I had before.
You blink your eyes open, Matthias, to see the dripping empty sockets of this creature as it cradles you. But for a moment you feel warmer than you have the entire time you've been in this temple.
All right.
And to translate this one, this one was today's not your turn.
Ah.
All right, you have to. It's just too sexy. You have to take a point of inspiration. I'm
Yes.
sorry. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Do you want to
You're
know what
sexy.
the other one was?
Yes.
The other one was bless us and cleanse this place of these unholy.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to fucking learn Icelandic now. That's the only thing is what the fuck?
Too hot. It's too hot. What an amazing turn. Kiara, is that your whole go?
That is my whole turn.
Okay.
God.
At the end of your turn, the Father of Rot is going to use another legendary action.
Oh my God.
As your lust and flesh revile me. There is no place for it here, sinner. A creature Okay. Is Vice in the initiative order? Yes, she is. That's fine. At the end of your turn, it's going to use its Rend Spine ability, reaching out towards you, Kiara, trying to turn your bone against you with a 10 to hit. Okay, it is Barden. Your go.
I meant to follow that.
You can give it a shot.
Wow, okay. So, yeah, after being silenced and their mouth unable to move, they panic for a second, just trying to scream behind the locked jaw and shifting their tongue in their mouth and trying to move. And this panic just makes her sheathes her sword thing in front of her. In her head, fine. And then from her hands, claws erupt, fingers still limp. Both hands. Wants to rip it. So,
Yep.
And
Alright.
but you know what? Can I reckless attack again?
Absolutely. I'm going to say, since you're using a different ability here, you need to mark another rage in this instance. Mark another use of your rage, and
Okie
give me 2 attack rolls
dokie. Okie
with
dokie.
advantage.
So I'll do one at a time with advantage. So that's a 19.
That'll hit.
And roll again. And a 24.
Those will both hit.
Okie dokie. Let me just do my damage.
Mm-hmm. Remember to add your rage damage to both of those attacks.
Yeah. So that's an 8.
That'll hit.
Sorry.
Sorry, 8 damage and
Sorry, it's taken a while.
no stress.
And that's a 9.
Your claws sink in to the melting, dripping torso. No, not dripping torso. Flame smoking torso of this one. Get your claws in, and you feel bone crack as you tear it apart. Drop it 2 halves into the water as they dissolve up into ash, leaving you with a single rib bone clutched in one hand.
And I think I don't know, probably Oasia's turned, but in the darkness, her eyes are bright honey yellow, and her breath is heaving through her nose.
The rib bone's connected to
I'm
claw bone.
You're in my peripheral. I feel like I'd see that.
I'm bestie.
And
So
also, I want to move. Sorry, I was so into that, and I was like, okay, I should move. Is the other Reaver still on Oash?
The other shaking horror is still on a witch.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'm fine.
You should. Yeah, she's gonna go over to you. She's gonna help you.
I'm so tough.
Don't forget your
So
sword.
tough.
I have more hit points than like half this party right now.
Anyway, that's where she's going.
Okay. Down the base of the stairs, you stalk.
Dog, very good.
At the end of Barden's turn, he is going to use his Control Reaver's ability once again. He cannot control the ones that are frightened and turned, but he's just going to use this Blind Reaver. It's actually going to move around and past you using its movement, climbing over the benches to get closer to him. And this one, I think those are the only... Yeah, that's the only one he's going to do with that legendary action. Matthias,
Oh,
your turn.
it's my camera that turned off. What's up with that?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Well, actually,
Bring
if you're...
the sexy back, please.
Why did that happen? Sorry.
If you need to move us to break, we are
we're about at that time.
decently... We're about at that time, so
That's
we can...
Why
You
did
wanna take
that?
a
Been
break?
having so much fun.
Too much hotness in one round,
Too
and
much
your
hot.
camera was like,
Too much hotness.
It
All right.
overheated.
Yeah, okay, let's take a break.
Okay, cool.
We'll be back, everyone.
We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Oh my
See you soon.
god, where's the break
Bye.
screen? All right, goodbye.
Bye.
We're back.
Welcome back to Strange Hungers. It is Matthias's turn. We are in the Temple of the Forgotten, and we're getting fucked up by some undead.
Okay.
Take it away, Sloan.
I haul out a potion of healing, and uncork it with my teeth, and throw it back as a bonus action. So that's gonna be.
Is it your greater or your regular?
I think I only have 2 regular.
Yeah, 2 regular. Okay.
So at least that's what I have marked down. Maybe I fucked it up, but who knows?
No, that's right.
So that's 2d4. Yeah.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 4 is a regular.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2 is a regular.
2d4 plus 2. I only rolled a 4 and a 1, so that's 5 plus 2 is 7. So I get back 7 hit points. Heal me those 7. Okay, and all right. Okay. How do the creatures around me look?
The one that is still kind of holding you, and the one that's by Taz are turning their heads away from Kiara at this point. They aren't shaking horrors, but they are shaking. You can tell that they're frightened of her in some way, shifting uncomfortably.
Am I grappled?
You're not grappled. You're just kind of being held up, I would say, honestly, by this thing. But you haven't, which means you haven't fallen prone. You can.
Right. I'm gonna push away and move full tilt towards the Father of Rot.
Okay.
Move down here and flank with Vice.
That'll give you advantage on attack rolls.
Fuck a nigga. Oh, I thought I was on mute. I thought it was on.
Love you, VJ.
Fuck this man up.
All right. First attack, here we go.
Love you.
Bop. Okay, first roll was a 17, second roll was an 8, so that is 17 plus 8 to hit.
That will hit.
And I'm gonna roll this in here because I can. Bonk. Okay, that is 7 plus 5 is 12 points of damage from the greatsword, slashing damage. Oh, one of those was a 2 though, and I believe I'm allowed to re-roll 1s and 2s with my.
Is that on your? Is it a Great Weapon Master thing?
Yeah, it's a fighting style.
Yeah, I believe that's probably for just the damage of the weapon, not the divine smite. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I didn't smite it.
Oh, you didn't smite it?
No.
Oh, then yeah, reroll
I'm
it
just
too.
rolling regular damage for now.
That was regular.
That's just that's another 2.
Paladins.
So that's gonna stay 12 points of damage, and now I'm gonna smite it.
Okay, all right. I thought it was coming. Don't sue me for assuming.
Kill that daddy. Kill that daddy.
am going to 2nd level smite. So this is going to be
Undead,
so that would be 3d8, but because he's undead, that's 4. And I'm going to roll this physical dice. Oop. Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 17 points of radiant damage. As he just runs full tilt and stabs it into this creature's ribs.
You hear another breaking, shattering sound as your sword drives through and then bursts again and illuminates up through the robes, through the face. You see the dark eyes underneath the skin, where it's been stretched over a skull, light for a moment with white light and then fade away, and he bends over, eyes dark, smoke.
You do not speak for the Spine Lord. And I am going to, hit him again. Actually, you know what? What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to, lift my boot and hit one of his knees and try and knock him prone.
Okay.
So that is an athletics check from me.
And an acrobatics or athletics check from him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Okay.
Oh, he's
What does Bless give me benefits on?
Ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay.
I think it's attacks and saving throws.
Attacks and saving throws. Sorry, so not a bonus to this.
Okay. 22.
Yeah, easy.
He's on the ground. I knock him prone
doesn't
between me
have
and Vice.
Any muscle. You knock him prone. Your sword pulls away as he falls down. I think Matthias to his knees as you kick one out from under him.
And I raise my sword again to strike. On my next turn. That's my turn.
Vice begins her turn in the father's space and has to make a save against his aura of rot.
Ooh. I would also like to use my other inspiration if I could, please.
Absolutely.
Because I'd really like to get my other my channel divinity back. If I could do that.
For the audience, we are using a certain role where I will allow people to use inspiration I've granted them to regain certain abilities if they've checked in with me about it. So Matthias is turning a point of inspiration into a use of channel divinity.
Thank you, Jesus.
Vice fails that con save and takes 8 points of necrotic damage, and her maximum hit point is reduced.
Oh my god.
By 8 hit points. Vice is under 10 hit points at this point. Just by being in this creature's space, the smoke, the bone, you have not been affected by this aura of rot ability, Matthias, but she doubles over, still pointing her rapier down towards him. What he said. And is going to make an attack with advantage because you and prone. A 9 and a 7 is not going to hit, unfortunately. She doubles over, tries to stab her rapier point, and it just goes through his jaw and hits the stone.
Oh man. Christ.
Okay. Blind Reavers. At the end of Vice's turn, the Father of Rot is going to use a legendary action for his Devour Ossuary. Matthias, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ooh, okay.
You be blessed, my baba.
I am blessed. Oh, I rolled really well. That's a 23.
Okay. He has 2 fingers left, you can see. Just 2 on one hand. Just sort of bone stubs on the other hand. He raises one and goes and sort of like bites towards a stub, and you feel your hand move up towards your mouth unconsciously and pull it back down. He bites down on one of his fingers, tears it off, chomps on it, and spits. And that is his legendary action.
Cool.
It's the Blind Reaver's turn. I need my Healy. Ooh, yay! Okay. That is fabulous. Blind Reavers. This one was moving down towards
Hey,
here.
don't you walk away from me.
Come back here, coward.
Towards Vice. Let me see if it will get from where it was on this space by the bench to Vice. That is not quite enough. So instead going to come up here, sort of guarding protectively over the Father. This one on Taz, between Taz and Kiara, is going to attack Kiara. The one that is frightened has to move as far away from you as it can. Right, Kiara? Okay, so this guy over here.
Yeah, its action is to dash, I believe, away from me.
Okay. Dazaril, if you want an attack of opportunity on that one, you can take it. Oh wait, no, this forced movement does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Well, is it forced movement if it's on its turn it has to run?
I believe turn undead does count as forced movement.
Okay, I was just curious because it
Yeah.
says it must either run away or dodge.
No worries. This blind reaver turns snapping toward. Oh, we knew. Oh, yes. This blind reaver is going to pick up the stone.
Oh no.
The daylight stone. And dive into the water,
Oh my god.
submerging it underneath.
Oh my god.
Kara just yells out, "Oi! I needed that!"
Fetch!
Oh my
okay.
Ah!
Which is going. It doesn't extinguish it, but it means that this area down here at the bottom is now cast in shadow again, since
Is,
the water is 10 feet lower.
And is the Reaver itself underwater?
Yes.
Okay. Can't be seen.
Can't be seen. If you were to stand at the edge, you might be able to see it down into the water, but it is fully submerged, sort of taking itself out of the combat, diving down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that means that I'm going to change that a little bit.
Ooh. Ooh. It's dark.
There we go. That is that turn, and that turn. Oh, wait.
All right. Trying to figure out how I can. What is my actual count in initiative? What's my number?
I have no idea.
Fuck. I don't remember either.
What?
I'm trying to find out if Darren is actually after me or before me.
I will simply allow you to place him where you would like.
Okay.
I can move him as you choose.
I would like to ask Darren to use how many feet of movement does he have? 40, I think.
40 flying.
All 40 of his movement to fly forward and try to see this thing in the water. With his blind sight.
Okay, because he has to get pretty close to get
15 feet.
Okay. He is able to do so.
And then looking through him, I am going to cast Magic Missile at this Reaver, using his sight as my focus.
All right. He says in your head, a strange, sunken, nasty looking thing, but he's just crouched on top of some. Oh.
Careful. How much movement did he use to get there? Do you know?
He was by the column. He had to descend. I would say the top of the column, you would run him pretty out of sight. His entire movement he had to use to get.
Would you consider him using his blind sight as like his action?
No, his blind sight, he doesn't have to take a perception check. This thing didn't get to hide as an action. It just.
Okay. So here's how my turn is going to go, as it were. Darren uses his movement, and I use his sight to cast Magic Missile into this creature. And then Darren is going to use his action to use his flyby ability and fly back up without provoking an opportunity attack.
Flyby is not an action. It's just something that means that when he moves.
Yeah. I know it's not an action, but like I'm just sorry. I'm just saying the ability for you so you didn't forget.
Much appreciated.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. You want to give me those damage rolls?
Abso-fucking-lutely I do. I guess I'll wait for Darren to fly away until I know exactly how much damage I do to this thing. That feels important. Okay. 3d4 plus 3. 2. So that's 3. Fuck. 2 again. So that's 6. All 2s. 9 damage to this thing.
9 damage. All right. And this is, this one was wounded. I think that, let me see. That was the one by Taz. That is just enough. bubbles and smoke boil up in the
Does
water.
the rock float? Does the rock float up? Does the white rock float up to the
It
top
does
of the
not.
water? And damn.
It was a-
That was why I was.
Yeah.
It is heavy. I don't know if he can lift it.
It took a Barden and athletics check to break it off. It's the top of an altar. It's not a small rock.
Bad boy will fly away and
Next
away
time I cast on bracelet.
will look back at Barden and what is left of this thing and say, trust that you have this handled. And using their staff, use their movement to go towards the pool.
Okay. With the opportunity attack on you, that is a 21.
Do I want to let this hit? Yeah. Yeah, 21 will hit.
Okay. 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
With its horn. Oh, sorry. This is the shaking horror. That is bludgeoning damage, actually. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
Okay. Awash, that is your turn. I will say, I missed a lair action at the end of this round, so
Of course you did.
of course I did. The Father of Rot is going to use his lair action to compel obedience. I need... It'll be Vice, Matthias... Oh, actually, I need everyone who is touching something made of bone to make this save. That means that if you've picked up a tooth or you've picked up one of those silver
Ew.
bone pieces,
Does a silver spine count?
yes, it specifically counts.
Fuck you playing on my love of picking up teeth.
Rolling.
And Matthias, these are all going to be wisdom saving throws. Matthias, because you failed this previously, you do not get one. But actually,
Oh, you're right.
no, I'm actually just not a fan of that. I take it back. I wrote it in as that, but you can make it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Wisdom save with disadvantage. Everyone, so
Bless.
Get the bless.
and then
First
so
one was an
yeah, you still get
18,
blessed.
second one, Jesus.
Listen,
Das
I'm
is a 9.
focusing really hard on keeping bless up.
A wisdom save?
Yeah.
9.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my last D6 to roll. I did and roll. I'm rolling it, not you, Sloan.
Okay, but is it for me or is it for you?
It's for you. I didn't pick anything up. I'm not touching anything. I'm not you, wild motherfuckers.
I will tell
You
you,
know why?
just so you know, on this ability, with a 9, you have to beat a 14. So you have to
Oh.
roll high on that d6.
You know what? I can do this.
You can
Not
do
this
this.
one.
You got this.
Yeah,
Come
Not
on.
this one.
All you need
Not
is
this
5.
one.
All you
Not
need
this
is
one.
5.
Not this one. D8. D8.
It's a
Wait,
D-
that's
is
not
it a
D8.
D6?
Nope. It's a D. I'm sorry.
You got this.
Oh god.
You got it.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Take that shit! Woo! Yes! Take that!
I'm just not allowed to roll for myself. Fuck. Incredible.
I
Oh
still
my
got a
God.
9.
Okay. I got the barbarian. What did you get, Rich?
I just love my teeth too much. I got a 24.
All right. And did you have something bone, Taz? Were you holding?
No,
anything?
can I say something?
Yes, please.
Okay, so Matthias, as you feel this thing's influence coming over you again, you hear my voice in your head. You have to end this. You can't fall again. And that is that is my D6 for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hell yes.
I love
God.
this. Empire kids don't be touching no bones.
Y'all know better.
Empire kids
It's all
of
about
color.
heat.
Empire kids of color, yeah, it's a white thing, you know.
My character is so white. Arguably more than me.
The Barden. The spine you're holding in your claw, you feel it pierce through your hand as bone spurs emerge from it. You are charmed. And the only compulsion you have right now is a strange one. Serve the Spine Lord. You feel ravenous. That is the lair action. It is the Father of Rot's turn. Still prone, but now in darkness. He uses his Death Slip ability to teleport.
Fuck. Damn it.
Low level.
And he is going to teleport from here up to here, the entrance to these chambers.
Oh, where'd that bitch go? Oh my god, he's all the way up there?
Yep.
Man, fuck this.
That is his whole action.
Christ.
But he uses his movement to get up from his knees.
He's all the way up here, for the record.
And that is
Hateful.
Taz. Your go.
Tazriel, save us from death.
Oh god. Oh god.
What if we did a combat that was so many things?
How bad was the rot motherfucker looking before?
You want to give me a medicine check with disadvantage.
Oh, that's not bad. Could be way worse actually. Oh, 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell because he's a fucked up bone monstrosity. So, like, you don't have the usual signs like someone bleeding or breathing heavily. But I would say from when you saw him right at the end of the previous encounter you had and the start of this one, you could tell meta knowledge, he hadn't healed back up to full, right? He didn't have the chance to do that. But he had healed to a decent amount. He was looking a lot stronger, missing more of his fingers, etc. As he is right now, he is not currently bloodied.
He's not bloodied.
No. He's not bone-deed.
Well,
But you've only hit him twice.
Okay.
You hit him with
alright.
one dagger and one strike from Matthias.
I hit him with a Eldritch Blast.
And an Eldritch Blast, sorry, and an Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast. So you hit him 3 times for a decent chunk of damage, but he's not currently bloodied. Close to it, but not bloodied.
fuck.
Decisions. Fuck me. I've got like 70 movement speed and a short bow. Or go heal Maddie and get the thing.
What are your choices?
Okay.
You know the things don't have reactions though. I mean,
That's true.
because they hide in from me still.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Does it look like Alicia's about to dive in the water and get the rock?
No. Looks like they might be about to pull some shit, or at least they might have been about to, but they don't look like they're about to get in the water.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna just stick with the original plan. I'm gonna run down here. No opportunity attack. Matthias. What level are you?
5.
Okay, so you're gonna get 14 points back And that is the last time I can heal you until a long rest. And then
You're churning through those healer's kits. Those were an amazing investment.
they really were. And then Taz is going to, so that was movement, bonus action. No, movement, action. Bonus action. Wait, yeah, going to run back up here and dive in and go get that stupid fucking rock.
We're going in the water?
I have gone in the water.
Oh
You do
my
not
God.
recognize the bodies in the water.
I say, sorry,
Bring
say that again.
SCP shit in here.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
I
Taz,
dove in.
your clothes are immediately soaked in gore. The scent of rot fills your nostrils. You dive in. You had a foot in before where you pushed off of someone, but you see crowns of gold floating in here, white robes, decaying bodies in various states of death. Some of them look like they've been torn open from the inside, their rib cages splayed out like fingers, tugging them apart. Some have just had their throats cut. As I've said, couples, priests, nuns, and the few children that might accompany a family to a church.
So, quick question. If I use my bonus action to dash, do I have enough whatever to get the rock and get out? Or do I need to
I
do
would
that my
say
next
so.
turn?
The creature has taken the rock and sunken it down into this mass of bodies. You're going to have to use an action to
Okay, that's
try
fine.
and grab it, investigate, get it out of there, basically.
I imagine
Okay,
if there's still daylight on
It's
it. though,
still
it'd be
bright as
very
Yeah, it's still
Right.
bright. It's less.
it's bright as fuck.
It's less that you can't see it, and more you have to like really
There's a clog
plunge
of
your
bodies.
hand into a mass of stinking corpses in
horror.
underwater to do this.
And I can hold my breath for 3 minutes because it's a
Mhm.
minute plus your con modifier. So I'm great.
Mhm.
See you guys later. He's gonna
So I'm
need
going to
therapy.
need an
All these characters. Well, Jesus.
I'm going to call this athletics because you're
Oh,
trying.
I don't have an action left.
Oh, you don't have an action left. Okay, so you're
It'll be
underwater.
next turn. Yeah, I healed Maddie with my action.
Fantastic. We haven't talked about this mechanic before, but I'm interested in possibly using it here. I just want to know, Tazriel, how you're feeling. How does this affect you? If you're willing to say in this moment that, not that you become frightened by any magical effect, but if you lose some of your will to keep fighting because of what you are putting yourself through. You don't have to say yes to that. I just want to know, does this remind Taz of anything?
I think this might be one of the worst things he's ever seen in his entire life, if not the worst.
Would it shatter him?
Oh boy.
God. Yeah.
I was gonna say, may I propose that you are still under the bless? Does
Hmm.
that heat help?
So I Vic wasn't sure, so I was like, okay, under a 10, yes, over a 10, no. So I rolled a 9, and then I rolled a 2 on the bless, and I think what happens is dives in, gets
Neat.
this, and it's just like, I think he's reminded of the dream he had about like tearing flesh off of Vel, and just and there's a brief moment where I think he's just about to inhale out of panic in all of this like nastiness, and then he feels the warmth from the bless that Kiara did on him, and not like in a like not like in a I'm feeling divine warmth, but like the warmth of his comrade. and kind of just steels himself against it.
That's really nice. I really like that. Thank you.
The real bless is the friends you made along.
Is the shaking horror's turn, as well as this little frightened creature over here, who is also going to turn from Kiara. Can't really run towards, so is just going to run down the stairs over here. And the shaking horror near you, Barden, is going to move towards Awaish.
That's just unkind.
It is going to use its ability not to attack you twice, but to try and, as I've said, shake you. With a 16. Won't do it.
No, it won't.
No. That is that one. And then the other one, that's my only shaking horror left.
Aww.
At the end of the shaking horror's turn, the Father of Rot uses a legendary action. Let's see, is anyone close enough? I haven't checked with you about this, Shan. I did ask consent as a safety tool from Sloane, but I want to ask, are you okay with the potential of Barden biting off one of her own fingers?
Ooh, well. Yeah, do that.
And is it a claw?
Oh!
I think she would try and do a claw. That would make sense.
All right. Love that safety check. Because you are charmed, you don't get to save against it. Matthias got to save against it because he wasn't charmed. You are currently controlled by the Father of Rot. He raises a hand, bites down where he is missing a finger, and you feel yourself, your hand, moving towards your mouth. A horrific crunching noise as you tear off one of your claws and begin to chew on it. And you take that is going to be 5 points of necrotic damage. Not 5 points, I would say, of piercing damage. No, it has to be necrotic because he's pulling the life force out of it. So 5 points of necrotic, which you are not resistant to, and he regains 5 hit points.
Yep.
Any other details you want to add to that, let me know.
I'd say... The blood that spills from the claws is almost like blood orange in color. Quite pale. And it dribbles down. That's all I got.
That is his legendary action. Kiara.
Damn it. Wait, which finger? Oh wait, no, it's a claw. It's a claw, it's fine.
It's still
It's
you
the
get to pick which
digit,
finger.
right?
It's the digit.
Like,
yeah.
Well, I saw it as the claws come from the knuckle and the fingers are limp underneath.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So-
I'm imagining ripping it from the knuckle.
All right. You still pick which finger is affected in the future.
Okay.
By this.
Okay.
Okay.
I am very glad that Taz can do Healy shit because it frees Kiara up to do dumb shit. And speaking of dumb shit, can Kiara see Rot Daddy?
From where you are, Taz has not pulled the daylight spell out, and this area is still desecrated, which is affecting the lights in here, even though they're lit up. He is he is 50 feet from you in shadow. So it's hard to see him.
I'm just trying to figure out if she would know where he is.
Because he did teleport and hasn't made any noises or called out since then. I'm going to say, what is your passive perception?
13.
13? You have an idea where he went. Yeah.
Okay. Kiara is going to... Kiara's very annoyed that he's trying to run away again. And Kiara's going to move back up and just kind of climb a couple of these stairs to get like a little bit of a higher view.
Yep.
So let's just say they go up. They're not going all the way in. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's light on the shield.
That's
too.
true.
Where did Kiara go? Oh, the stairs ate her. Okay. And she's gonna turn to Rod Daddy and just say, Matthias isn't done with you yet. Stop running away. And just angry cast, just unleash a whole bunch of Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
You can give me 3 Eldritch Blasts because we missed one previously.
And
so
as these Eldritch Blasts come out, the very tail ends of it, which I don't know if anybody but Barden can even see, it's so far away, like they kind of slash at it, like... All right, so 3 of them. All right, I'm just gonna roll for all of them. Well, the first one's a natural 1.
That doesn't hit.
16 plus 7.
Hits.
And 12 plus 7. So 19.
Hits, yes.
2 hits. So that's 2 hits, so that's 2d10 damage. 7 on the first one and 6 on the second one.
Okay. 7 plus 6, 15. One of your Eldritch Blasts, the nat 1, explodes off of the wall of putrid vines, and you see just gore erupt as the vines explode, splattering the wall with blood.
And probably
Blood,
the first... Sorry, go ahead.
dark ooze. Sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would say probably the first one also misses because it is dark, and like maybe like the light of the first one kind of helps Kiara target the second and third one better.
Very nice flavor. All right. You've used your movement, your action, 2 hits.
I don't really have anything to cast.
All right. Back down we go. Varden. You hear a voice in your head like a commandment. The Spine Lord brings all of his charge into its cold embrace eventually. Why don't you help me speed that along?
Oh. Yes. And so, who's closest?
Oh,
Either me or Sig. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
I really said on the break, oh, Sig never gets fucked up.
Sig's probably the one that is most obvious because Kiara's kind of blocked by the bridge. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barden stalks, like, thudding steps. Just over to you. Also,
Shoot me.
did I eat the finger? The claw? Just, I can imagine then there are rips in her lips from where it's gone in and just a gush. Like, maybe like a rip in her lip with the teeth. And she, no warning. It's gonna be claws.
Okay.
Because I don't have my mind, do I? Nope. Okay, so straight up.
You see me looking back and forth in my HP to the video call.
That's a 21. One is a 21. I'll roll the other. The other's a 9, so...
Okay.
Also, sorry, I just realized that was biting the finger off was the thing that unlocks the jaw.
Ah,
So just
yeah.
this snarl just bouncing off the walls as it comes towards Awaish. Just thud, thud, thud.
I am going to. I will expend my spell slot if I need to, so I'm going to not expend it on shield right now. So
You're gonna get hit?
yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
That's the fall attack with your rage damage.
So that was only one hit, but that's 12.
That is exactly my HP. So, here's what happens. You reach out with that strike with your claws and sink in, and it does hit. Your claws sink in, and you watch the blood begin to spurt out from them. And they look up at you, shocked, and then in the next moment, utter some terrifying sound, and every rune on their body lights, and you watch as it pulls the blood into the runes, and the wound seals over. They do not go down.
I'm just fucking. That was sexy.
I know. Kiara's up there watching, like, whoa.
Okay.
I think there's a beat, and Barden looks at the claws that should have rent this person in two, and just. You will belong to the arms of the Spine Lord. And that's it.
I'm busy. Yeah.
Matthias.
What would... Oh my god, sorry, I just wrecked my desk. What would it cost, action economy-wise, to pass a healing potion to Vice?
You can just do it.
I just do it? Okay. Then I am going to go over to her. I give her my other healing potion. And then I whip around, and I'm going to attack this guy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. We'll get him.
Oh my god. Okay, I have guidance. So let's see if I can manage to hit. I rolled a 4 and then a 4 on the d4. So that's an 8. So that's a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Nice. Okay.
That is a sweet modifier. What the fuck?
He's strong. Oh god.
Got these 20 strength bitches out here.
Okay. 6 plus 5, that's 11 points on the first hit.
That's enough.
To take it down?
Yeah.
Okay, fucking excellent. And then I know... Oh god. I don't want to leave her alone down here, even if damaging this thing will reverse the effect. I still want to, like... I want to get ahead of it. So I am going to move down and attack this one.
The frightened one?
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me about the turn effect on
I think it
turn
ends if it
undead?
takes damage.
It lasts for a minute, or until it takes damage.
Okay.
It's been a couple of turns, right?
Yeah.
I just don't want to leave
But-
her down here. Is it a concentration effect at all?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay.
We're on,
It's just
by
up
the
for a
way,
minute.
the 4th turn. We have 2 more rounds until Bless fades. Yeah, 2 more rounds until Bless fades.
Oh shit. Okay, then maybe maybe she's okay. It looks like that thing can't.
Wait, wouldn't it be 10 rounds?
Oh, I actually used 10-second rounds.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Um,
Depending on the pace I'm going for in combat, that is both to benefit people who might want to try and cast a spell that takes a minute to cast. It gives them
Yeah.
6 rounds to try and cast it instead of 10 rounds.
Makes sense.
Then instead, I'm gonna look to Vice and at both of these creatures and say, we should get away while we can.
Yes, well, the Rojaling's magic holds them back.
Yes. And then, gosh, I don't know. Can I, if I get past this guy here, like, is he gonna hurt me? Can you get an attack of opportunity on me?
They don't get reactions. Well,
No reactions.
Okay, great. Then I am gonna go up that way. I'll say I already used about 5 feet of movement, so that is incorrect. This is going to be about, yeah, I think I can get up here. So I'm gonna move up this way. I don't see Taz, but I do see Barden. Do you still have your tail out? No? Just your claws?
There.
Okay.
And also
And
my eyes
blood
are
dripping from
bright.
the mouth.
Yeah, blood dripping and bright honey-colored eyes. Very different.
And not warm in Kiara's
No.
golden eyes way.
Okay. Well, then, I don't know exactly what's going on there, and I don't think he'd be able to figure it out in the seconds that he's running, but he does still have a second attack. And so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move through my allies' space up to the thing that's behind Owesh, and I'm going to try and kick it into the water.
Okay.
So that's another shove from me.
I'll say this is the one that was very injured, by the way.
Oh.
From the acid
I can try and hit it then.
If it matters to you, you can tell most of its ribcage is acid dissolved. So.
Yeah, sure. I'll just stab it with my sword. How about that?
I also love the image of 6'7" this a Sparta kick.
Right.
You can say you're attacking with your sword and just flavor it as you kicking it into the water if you want.
Cool, sick. Well, I rolled a 12 to shove, so I'll just use that for my attack, which is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
So that's gonna be. I'll roll that. 6, 7, 8 plus 5. 13.
Yeah. Your boot through the rib cage, it falls off into the water and dissolves into ash as it does so, and you see a single silver bone plummet into the pool.
And Vice has that healing potion, and I want
She
her
will
to take
it on her turn. Okay. At the end of your turn, Matthias, the Father of Rot uses his command Reavers. Actually, he doesn't have any goddamn Reavers to command. Is anyone close within 30 feet? No, he doesn't use legendary action. It's Vice's turn. She's going to use her entire action to take the healing potion, so she'll take max damage on it. Max healing on it, so she'll take 10 healing.
Fuck yes.
She chugs it gratefully. She pops it and smashes the bottle down after she drinks it like a chronic alcoholic, and runs after you.
All right, cool.
Okay. Right there. Darren loses his shit.
Yeah.
I
think Darren knows what that is. He was around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Barden, you feel paper tendrils wrap around your neck and face as Darren tries to slam down on your, pull you back away from Owesh. He just doesn't even listen or wait for a command, just tries to slam.
Yeah. Sig is trying to tell him, stop, get the fuck away, and he's not listening.
No words. Do you want to roll that? Or should
the
I?
attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I will roll it.
Like a cat fight on the Real Housewives. Don't do it.
Don't do it. He's so little.
He's a small boy.
Doesn't do a lot of
I love
damage.
this little guy.
No,
Hope I
and he
don't
just
have to
rolled
fight
a
him.
2 on his attack.
It's completely ineffectual. I mean,
He gets
it's
covered in
paper.
blood.
5. Yeah.
He pulls those tendrils away, just covered in this orange blood, and intersperses himself in between the two of you.
Yeah, Barden just snarls.
Fuck away, Darren.
I'm not going anywhere. None of them can be trusted.
It's Oacia's turn.
Do I get the vibe of what's happening right now that we're running? Is that what's happening?
I'm not
First
running.
of all, let me ask, is that what's happening? We're not trying to escape?
I'm not. I don't give
Yara's
the vibe
trying
that
to-
I'm trying to escape.
Okay,
And you heard
okay,
Kara
okay.
say, like, stop, we're not done with you.
Okay, I thought that was what was happening. That's my perception getting fucked up. Perfect. Good.
No one's running.
I have a proposition for you, Alex.
I'm listening.
I don't have any second level spell slots left.
No.
I would be willing if you would allow me to take a point of exhaustion to get a second level spell slot. Or do something else that you want to fuck me over with.
Do you have a point of inspiration left?
I do.
I will take a point of inspiration, a level of exhaustion, and I'm going to make the thing that you know is going to happen in the future much worse.
Okay. Okay.
I also do want to remind you, in case it's not listed on your sheet, remember you do have that extra first level spell slot from Sorft. So
Oh, I know.
keep that one in mind.
But what I want to do is second level.
All right. And you were still concentrating on Dragon's Breath, right?
I am, yes. So I need to
Will you
roll
give me
I need
con
to roll
save?
my concentration for that.
Mhm.
Let's see. Barden
Actually,
did
you didn't
12
take-
points of damage.
You didn't take the damage,
That's true.
so you're fine.
It's an unexpected benefit.
That's yeah.
Nice. Oash is very intimately aware, very connected to their magic, very much is able to tap in and understand energy and reserves for more reasons than one, not just the amount of time that she has been practicing magic. Feels that she does not have a lot left and makes the choice anyway. Reaches forward towards Rot Daddy and says, we're not done with you yet. And casts Tasha's Mind Whip.
Save am I making?
That's an intelligence save. I'm sure he's very smart. Please fail.
That's a natural 1.
They are going to, hang on, I'm going to grab something really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look at something. I am replacing its damage type since it is a psychic damage spell.
All right.
So I'm replacing the damage with acid damage. That is 9 damage. And can't take a reaction until the end of its turn. And on its next turn can only move, take an action, or a bonus action. It can't do, it has to choose which one it does.
Excellent. With the effect of the spell as strong as it is with that crit fail, I'm also going to double the damage on it.
I love you.
That is your turn.
I
That's
love
my
him. He,
turn.
like, tortures you in the future.
Yeah, they extend their hand out with that, and it looks like nothing happens. This is not a spell that like shows much, but then all of a sudden the acid that you have seen before from the dragon's breath, from the caustic brew, suddenly just regenerates onto his body and begins eating into the bones. And you watch as they stagger a bit.
All right. That is Oasha's turn. Here we go. Lair action and Father of Rot. Staggering. Clutching at this poor approximation of a face with fingerless hands. He pulls them away and throws back the cowl. And you can see, cresting over the top of this creature's head, jagged claws, spines, bones, hands. This place is too sacred for sacrilege of this kind. Brings his hands together, and the walls shift with the movement of his fingers as you see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on either side here. Massive ribs push forward. Just like your dream, Matthias. I need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
I'm
I have
in.
advantage
Right.
on that. I'm
How?
not helping anyone, but I have advantage.
Saving throw?
A strength saving throw.
Who?
A strength.
So just that little -2 for me. Lovely.
13.
10 with an advantage. God damn it.
Hey, blessed bitches be blessed.
I'm not blessed.
Dirty 20.
He's doing the entire legwork.
Sorry, I'm going to look at exhaustion again. I do have disadvantage on ability checks, not saving throws yet.
Not saving throws.
Do I also have to make it since I'm under the water? Just checking.
No.
Cool.
I got a 12.
Okay.
That's an 11 on the die, -3 is an 8 plus 3. Just it's an 11.
Kiara, Awaish, and Barden, you all fall prone. You are knocked to the ground as the structure
That's fine.
the structure shifts, and as you fall prone, those nerves, the bone bushes you had seen in areas before, begin to wrap around you.
Fuck.
Pinning you in place. Matthias, you are not pinned in place. So this is going to have your movement speed until the next turn. For Kiara, Oasha, and Barton.
Lord have mercy.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Because a question, but it's
Did Vice have to make that save?
Oh, yeah.
Thick,
Vice
shut
is
up.
strong.
Listen, I figured she'd be fine, but then we'd have to deal with it later.
Vice just flexes so hard, and the walls shake because of her
Vice
flexing.
dealt with a really big rat while we were just having
Yeah,
things.
I
I love
that
her.
rat. Vice in her armor, she just sort of catches herself. I think actually she's close. Wait, where the fuck is Vice? Oh, Vice is near. So Barden and Awaish, you guys like sort of as together.
Yeah,
like,
sorry,
you know.
I should be closer. I forgot to move.
Oh, no worries. You y'all are stacked up together right now. Vice
right there.
right there. So you see the two of them fall, like sort of topple behind you, Matthias, as Vice catches herself on one of these benches and pushes herself back up as the foundations of the temple shake. Incredible sense of deja vu, almost like you were expecting it. You brace yourself a moment before the bones come, and you don't fall.
Okay. Cool.
Good.
It is his turn. He can only move, take an action,
Or a reaction. Or a bonus action.
Or a bonus action. He is going to use his action. No one's close enough, but he doesn't want them to get closer.
Maybe you should get closer.
I think he is going to get closer.
Come here, bone boy.
He's going to death slip. From where he is, feeling a little more confident, on top of the bridge. That is his turn. Tazriel.
This nigga made a mistake. Sorry. This man has made a mistake.
Fuck him
This
up.
This entity has made a mistake. Okay.
Okay, he is a creature of darkness, so.
This creature of darkness has made a mistake. So investigation. Investigation. So
Yeah.
get this thing. No worries. Oh yeah, that's 16 plus 6, so 22.
Yeah. Fuck him up.
Christ.
You pull the glowing stone out of this press of bodies and raise it.
Mm-hmm. And so that's my action. I have my movement and my bonus action movement, so I have 70 feet. How much movement do I need to spend to get out of the pool?
It does take, I will allow you to spend additional movement to not have to make an athletics check to pull yourself if you don't want to, because you have the movement to spend. So I would call it almost difficult terrain to get out of the pool, since you would usually have to like climb 10 feet up and pull yourself out of the press of bodies. Give me a full movement to get out of the water and up on any edge that you would like.
Okay, so that's
30.
35. Okay, so that's 35 feet, right? And then I'm going to. Oh wait, am I doing this right? Oh yeah, 5, 10.
Are you dropping the rock or carrying the rock?
It's with me.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I just? I can.
You
just
can pick it up.
Yeah. Yep. Pick up.
It's my rock now.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not done moving yet. That's 15 of my 35 movement for my bonus action. How is the light on the rock an accurate representation of, or is this of how much?
I will tell you.
Yes.
Daylight is up
15,
60
It's
feet.
massive. So now
25, 30, 35. I'm gonna go. I'm trying to. Actually, sorry. I was right here.
Yeah.
I want to go up the stairs.
Oh yeah, I can make the stairs.
I'm gonna be
There
right
you go.
here. I'm gonna drop the rock right there.
You brought me a gift.
Right there.
Just
I
for you,
brought you-
Daddy.
A
Okay.
gift. And then I say to the others, please end this before he gets back to me. And
That turn order's ticking. Can somebody get in here, please?
Calmly.
Hey everyone, been a good fight. Could you please end this?
Wrap it up.
You have time.
You know, it's been really fun. We're having a good time.
All the
but,
best. Taz.
Tazriel, you are dripping. You're
Lots of love.
like, if you had any white clothing on you anywhere, it is blood stained. Like
As
you're
per my
no
last
white
email.
on me.
As per my fuck.
It's in my hair though. Oh my god.
Yeah,
This is
your hair.
in my beautiful locks.
Digitation. Press the digitation. You'll be fine.
you cannot press it. There's some things you
It's okay, I'll bathe
gotta
you.
scrub.
Can I mend it?
Not my hair.
That guy's
wash your
dead,
hair,
but
it's fine.
I can't click on it. Wait, can I click on him?
It's okay. I have an unseen servant. You can use it.
At the end of where is he? Rot Daddy's. At the end of your turn, Tazriel, you've brought that sunlight closer to him. It says, objects of desecration in the temple of the Spine Lord, and raises a hand to Kiara to rend her spine.
That seems a bit rude.
God.
Especially with me right in front of
24.
24. Well, yeah, that's gonna hit.
I'm shaking.
Yeah, Hidley 14. Hidley.
Italy.
And there's no
bring in all my
disadvantage for
damage.
daylight?
Okay, I still got a 14 with disadvantage. 14 plus, I still got a non-natural 20.
Yeah, no. Okay, fine.
Okay,
I'm
but
gonna try.
that's at disadvantage. You were correct. It's a good reminder. Yes. That is going to be 17 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
Are you still up?
Are you still up?
You still up?
Bye.
Damn, bitch.
And bitch, you live like this? as the father commands your skeleton to attack you, your fingers shift and twitch, and you feel your teeth ache, and they blacken as your bones get a little bit mad at you.
Not
Don't
the
worry,
teeth.
Kiara will keep her pearly whites. It's just for a moment.
Well. Kiara's Angie.
Fair.
Capital A.
Big Angie. Big Angie. And as Kiara body fights them, I think you hear her spine crack, and as she says, I'm not going to translate in Hindi, but basically she says, "This body is not yours for the taking."
Oh! Yes!
And
Yes!
Hellish rebukes that bitch.
Amazing.
Fuck that guy.
Dex save is with disadvantage. Is 12 and a 13. That's a 15.
Oh, he saves. And Hellish rebuke is it
He
is it
takes half.
just a
I think if you save.
it takes half? Oh, okay, sweet.
Yes, it is fire damage, and he's resistant to fire damage.
Doesn't
Bastard.
matter. This is Kiara's domains being like, back off my bitch.
Good.
That is at least I got 10 on one and 2 on the other, so 12. That's 6 fire
Okay.
damage.
I would say he is bloodied. It's just a bit of flame that licks up around the bones, but he is below half health. All right, Kiara, it is your turn.
Continuing to be angry, Kiara is going to.
You need to give me,
right? Yes, my blood.
save against the frightened and speed reduction, and you also need to give me a concentration. So first give me a wisdom saving throw, and then give me a
Okay, so
concentration check.
okay, wisdom is for being frightened from the
From being
spine.
frightened from the spine. Yeah.
Okay. That's a 13 plus 6 on that.
You're fine. You're not frightened. Your speed isn't reduced to 0.
Okay, and then for the con, I have advantage on spells, which is good because that's a 15 on my concentration check.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, whew. So Bless is still up probably for like a round.
Yeah, we're getting close.
One more.
Okay, but it is your turn, and you also get your reaction back at the start of your turn. So you used your reaction for Hellish Rebuke, but you get it back now.
Kiara is going to push up, and then yes, she has half movement, but she is at this point her face is probably half like flame. She's hard to look at. It's hard to know whether the light's coming from her or the shield as she is walking up this, just emanating all of the heat that comes out of her body and is touching so many people in this room, and she just starts unleashing Eldritch Blasts.
Oh, get him!
Alright, first one. That's 16 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay.
Are you-
Okay.
You're not blessed.
I'm not blessed. Oh, and I don't have advantage because he's in daylight, right?
No, he has disadvantage on
Yes,
things, but you don't have advantage.
Okay, it's okay. The second one is a 16 plus 7.
Hit.
Okay. 9 force damage as a cat's paw, a blast comes out of her, and a cat's paw just basically goes up into whatever the hell that face is.
Mm-hmm.
Uppercut.
Magneto whispers, "We will take care of this."
Magneto.
You said 9 voice first?
9 force.
9 voice damage.
9 voice. Yeah, that is an uppercut. I love it.
Not too much though, huh?
That's what I said.
You're so cute. I didn't hear it. I'm telling you.
Barden.
Jen, do I get to roll to get out of
You
the
did.
charm?
You did. You didn't get to roll. Roll for me at the end of your turn. Wisdom saving throw. So sorry about that.
Can I
Plus your
roll that
plus.
now?
Yeah, roll one. Roll one for the end of your last turn.
Because I was like, I mean, I love what's happening here, but I feel like I should get a...
No, you get a. You get a bit.
Yeah.
That was an 11, so that's probably a no, isn't it?
With the bless.
Oh, I'm not blessed.
That was not enough at the end of your last
No.
turn, unfortunately. At the start of your turn, that same commandment ringing in your ear. This time, the father says, "Protect the disciples of the world spine." So he is asking you to help protect him.
Yeah, Barden's probably on her back on the floor, wrapped around it, and she goes, "Of course," and rips herself back up from the bones. That's half a movement.
Yeah.
From being prone. And Anna, let's move her down.
Are we
Oh, no,
not
she
like
is where she's
grappled
meant-
by these? It's just.
You're not grappled. Your movement speed is halved.
Oh, interesting.
And so I've got 15 left.
Mhm.
1 second. 4, 5, 10, 15. Only there.
I will actually say, so the lair action affects Barden to knock her prone, but considering that the Spine Lord is charming Barden, and he controls some of these things, he's not going to prevent you from getting closer to him.
You know, I'm just gonna get up close.
Yeah.
To him. Do you think I could get in front?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Between him and Taz?
Yeah. Ugh. And Taz is gonna see the full range of the blood, the rips in her face, the claws that come from her, well, basically just from her knuckles. And she goes, "I'm in between you and your prey. Good luck, Heat." And
Excuse me?
that was my movement. And I'm gonna do another claw attack. Sorry, babe. I love you.
You know, Taz had one request, and it was to end this before anyone got to him, and we can't even do that.
I have to see, do you have enough movement? I don't think you have enough movement to make a claw attack and get in front.
Oh,
You have to use
okay.
your movement. So,
okay. Where am I?
you are where you are, but you won't be able to claw attack.
Okay, so I can't do any attack?
No, because that would take your action.
Okay. Well, that's good because that was a 24, so that's good. But yeah, Barden is... How tall is the Father of Rot?
Not that much. I would say a little bit taller than Taz. But it's not like height really. He just kind of... He's like an extendo. Like he can move his bones to be taller or shorter. So probably about 9 or 10 feet.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, she still says that.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks feral. Let's just go with that. And can I roll now to see if I can get out?
Yeah,
Or is
wisdom saving throw.
Please. Please. That was a wisdom. Come on. Come on, baby.
Come on, bestie.
That's a 13. It's not gonna do it, is it? Fuck.
I would be sad. It's Shan's being really sexy.
Shan's being so sexy, but I also feel bad for Shan.
Yeah.
Let me know if you're not having a good time, because
No, it's fun. I just hope I don't kill everyone.
cool.
Taz is scared and horny.
Scared and horny is the best way to be.
Understandable.
Because of Tasha's Mind Whip, I'm only going to give him one legendary action this turn. So, Matthias, it's your turn.
You're nice to me.
Okay. How high is this bridge?
Between the bridge and the water, I believe I had said it was about 10 feet.
10 feet.
Which is the range of Barden's tail to reach the top of the water. So.
Okay. So if I make a high jump, I can leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus my strength modifier, which is 8 feet. But it measures from the bottom of my feet, so I can reach 1.5 times my body. So could I run, jump, and hoist myself up? Would that take my entire action economy, or?
No, I think that seems very, very reasonable especially for a man as tall and as strong as Matthias is.
Okay.
I will allow you to do that as part of your movement with an athletics check.
Yeah.
20 strength, baby.
Here we go. Athletics check. I rolled poorly for that. 15.
That's fine.
I rolled a 7.
Yeah, but you're buff, dude.
So
You're jacked, bro.
kind of jacked. He takes a running. He just sprints towards the edge and then leaps over, reaches up, one hand great sword, other hand free, grabs the edge and like leapfrogs over the edge of it, lands flat on his feet and stands to his full height next to both Barden and the Bone Daddy.
Hello, disciple.
I am not your disciple. And he is going to attack him. I have a question. Could I potentially use a channel divinity to get a spell slot back? Is that a thing that I could do ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is one of the things that I believe the Tasha's or another Unearthed Arcana allows is you can
Oath of Redemption allows for that.
If it's an oath thing, then I won't do it. But okay, so do I have advantage because I am flanking with Taz? Hee-hee-hoo-hoo.
Yeah,
Cool.
you can have it. You can expend a use of your channel divinity to fuel your spells. It's a optional paladin 3rd level ability. As a bonus action, you regain 1 expended spell slot, the level of which can be no higher than half your proficiency bonus.
So does that mean I can do it?
First level.
What's your proficiency bonus? 2? You can regain 1 first level spell
3.
using
Okay,
channel divinity as a bonus action.
I rolled 2 2s in a row for that first one, so here's my second attack. Oh my lord. Okay, that is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay, here we go. Reroll that one. Okay, that is
baby.
9, 14, and I am gonna put a smite on it. So 14 slashing damage from my sword, and then here we go, 3d8 smite, first level. That is 6, 11, 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so in total, that was 12 plus, what was the first number?
14.
14.
So
Okay.
26. Yeah? Math is hard.
Give me a description. He is severely wounded at this point.
Yeah. He runs up as he's standing, still getting his feet under him, swings wide, and then reverses the angle of the greatsword and swings back down across from where a collarbone would be to where a hip might be, and just like rattles these bones, these many ribs, as he channels divinity, and the bones shake with silent vibrations.
Okay.
It cuts across him.
All right, and you've used
not
your
your
bonus.
disciple.
You use your bonus action for your channel divinity, so mark that you've expended that.
I actually didn't do it yet, so.
Oh, you didn't do it yet?
No.
No worries. Okay. That is your turn, Matthias Markart. It is Vice's turn.
All right, question. If Bone Daddy says that Matty is a disciple, would Vic pointed this out? Would Barda not attack him? Just a question.
Right now, with the connection and the charm that you've had, Barden would still probably attack him. If Matthias were charmed in this moment, then no.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you for checking. It is Vice's turn. Looks to you, Oash, and says, "Are you all right?"
You're asking in regards to that, and I point to the Reaver.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking not.
Well, I'll take care of it. And she pulls her rapier, stabs it through this thing, and is going to expend a superiority dice for Commander Strike for you, Matthias.
Oh!
I will use your reaction, so by the way, if you're saving it, you have to remember that it does that.
I'm worried that he's gonna do more of that rib shit while we're up here.
You know what? Let me take a look at her other superiority dice things that she can do, because there might be something that's a little bit more interesting than that in this moment. But yeah, that's enough. She says, "I will take care of it," and she puts the point of her rapier through the creature's skull, and it dissolves into ash, and the skull cap clatters to the ground.
Damn! This one that was
Yes,
frightened?
bitch.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Thank you, Vice. Thank
She
you very
got
much.
you. She's sexy.
She's so
Um,
sexy.
I will check on that superiority dice thing in a moment. Also checking in. How are we all doing? How are we all feeling? Safety check
Good.
screen.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Very important to me.
Continue with the content.
Continue. That's a clever thought. All right, here is my beautiful Vice. Show me.
It's
my
dark as
beloved.
hell in here.
It is dark as hell in this motherfucking goddamn.
I accidentally placed the rock farther than where it should have been. I got something. I'll fix it.
Maneuvering attack. She is going to use that for Oash, actually.
Fuck
Since she's
yeah.
talking to you. So when Vice hits a creature with a weapon attack, she expends a superiority dice to maneuver one of her comrades into a more advantageous position. Added the superiority dice to the damage roll, and you can use your reaction Oash to move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attack.
Oh,
Which, if
fuck
you want,
yeah.
will allow you to get up from prone and begin moving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, up to half your movement. I think that's all of Oaish's movement just to stand up at this point, because
Probably.
they only have 20 feet of movement today, and then to get up from prone is like 10 feet of movement. It's complicated. Yeah.
So
They
she'll just
barely stand.
She will just help you up if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. That is Vice's. She has some movement. She helps you up from prone and moves up to here. Begin to go up the steps. Everyone is continuing with the content.
Is someone clicking that?
I don't
Yes.
think so.
I think we are. I'm not.
I'm not clicking
It
it.
come up just once. If you click it. I don't know
Continue.
why it keeps going.
content. No, I just did that. Oh yeah, it flashes 3 times when you hit it.
Oh, 3 times per person?
Yeah.
Oof.
Ah.
There's like a flash.
Many flash. Okay. That is Vice's turn. Darren wraps himself around you.
It's like, okay, we're continuing. It's okay.
It is his turn.
Yeah, Oash just like puts a hand on him. Reassuringly. Is it my turn after Darren's?
You know enough about Darren to know that he's scared.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell him that it's going to be all right. Oh my god, continue with the content, yeah. I'm not going to tell him that it's going to be all right because I don't know that. But I am going to put a hand on him as I drop the staff and use my last spell slot to cast Magic Missile at the Rot Daddy.
Okay. Because both Barden and Matthias are in front of Magic Missile ignores cover.
It does.
Yeah.
It's very sexy.
It's very sexy.
I rolled a 4, so that's 5. A 2, so that's 8. And another 4, so that's 13 damage.
Okay. The acid splashes through him, and you see where he had this dangling jaw of clanking teeth. Most of them brittle burn away and fall, and you just see this upper half of a skull.
Multiverse really wants us to continue with this content.
Yeah.
What's happening, bud?
Just don't
There
touch
we
it.
go.
Just don't touch it. Let it run out.
We're doing it. We're doing it, bestie.
We're doing
Okay.
it. I'm gonna refresh to see if that actually helps, because that could.
Hit it with a refresh. All right. That is your turn away. You still have some movement if you want to. It is halved, but now you have your full movement on your turn to go
Right.
15 feet.
I'm gonna refresh mine too.
I don't think they can. So I don't think they're gonna move.
Okay. That is your turn. Lair action and Father of Law. Once again, raises his hand. And how long does Tasha's Mind Whip last?
I believe it's just one turn. Let me check. Failed save. On its next turn, it must choose. Yeah. That's it. Just one turn.
Okay. So he raises an arm once again, and you see the water bubble. The stream of bodies coalesces up behind him,
Oh my god.
and he slams it down over onto the bridge. Dexterity saving throw from Matthias, Barden, and Tazriel.
Is this a damage thing?
Yes.
All right. I am using my reaction. I'm channeling divinity for Austerary Aegis. I know that. So who's doing the dex save? It's me, Barden, and Taz. Okay, I'll do Austerary Aegis for Taz and also me. And then since I know that Barden won't benefit from it, I will also give it to Vice and Awaish. Okay. So everybody, you've got resistance to damage till I think my next turn. All right, dex
Sweet.
saves.
17.
Is Bless up?
Bless is up for one more round.
God. Dex. God, fuck. 9.
Okay.
3. Fucking 3.
I think the problem was on my end because I left and came back in and now continue with the prog content. Apparently, I
stopped.
pressed it
Mine
once and it was
stopped.
like, you really want to know.
You
Mine
really
did
want to.
stop. Shan, does Barden
have advantage on deck saves?
Does.
That was
things
only
you can see.
strength.
No,
Oh.
dexterity saving throws is a barbarian.
Thank you.
Danger.
That's a 14.
Okay, that is a success. So that is
There
going
you
to
go.
be 16 points of necrotic damage.
Shit.
Who?
But because you're resistant, Matthias, that is 8. Taz, you're resistant, and what did you get?
I got a 17.
A 17, you succeeded, so it's 8 half to 4, so 4 points. Barden, you are also considered resistant to this because you are allied with him. So you take
Okay.
8
Only
points. Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
And with that second slam down, the bridge cracks. That's 2 massive slams of a corpse hand onto a decorative piece of architecture in a crumbling temple. You guys begin to slide as you feel the stone break underneath you. That was his action. Sorry, that was his lair action.
Yeah.
As his action, he is once again going to command devotion and reach his hand out to Matthias.
Can't help you, buddy.
That's a save? Wisdom save?
With disadvantage.
Do I
You're blessed.
with disadvantage?
Yeah.
And I am blessed. Okay, so that was a 10. 11. Plus 3 is 14.
This is not enough. You are charmed for Markart. As he reaches his hand out, you say, "Not your disciple." And he responds, "If not mine, then our Lord's." And your body begins to rebel against you as your skeleton moves without the command of your muscle, pulling you like a puppet to stand in front of him and turn your sword to point towards Vice. That is his turn. Taz.
Fuck me, Matthias. I needed you to be an ally for sneak attack.
I'm sorry!
Aren't we all?
Yeah. He used an entire action on his turn just to charm you again. So.
I am all around charmed motherfuckers. Okay. First things first, I'm not literally moving from here. I'm getting this fucking rock. I'm fixing what I fucked up. I'm not actually moving, so
There you go.
Okay, fuck me. That ruined everything. God, things
Not
can
that
change
hard.
in an instant. In an instant. What did I do? Sorry, Alex. I need a second.
No stress.
I feel
While we're doing that, I am still continuing with the content.
Oh my god.
Going
Definitely.
to the home and coming
Yeah,
back.
go home
fixed
and
it
come
for
back
me.
in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. I'm not holding this. All right. Bonus action, disengage.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Getting out of there.
Yeah, I'm not staying with the 2 shrunk homies. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I will. I used that. Okay, that was my bonus action, and now pulling out my short bow and attacking.
Okay.
Okay. This is fine.
Him hop.
Hee-haw. Hee-haw.
That's a natural 20.
Yes!
Raiders bringing
It's-
that magic.
It's only 2d6. I wish I had my sneak attack.
no, it's you're killing it. You're beautiful. You are
I
so
love
sexy.
you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Hi, critical misses.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi, critical misses.
Thank you for the raid.
a time.
We are having a time in here.
Oh
Give me
my
that
God.
damage again, Tazrael.
I haven't rolled it yet.
Give me that critical damage. We're doing our first boss fight, our big boss fight, and our rogue has just crit.
Without sneak attack.
Without
though,
sneak
y'all,
attack. But
unfortunately.
still a crit.
Still a crit.
Party members are charmed.
The strongest of our party members, physically.
Our strength 20 party members are charmed.
Quick question. It's just an additional damage die, right?
I've used both doubling the damage and additional damage die. I know there's different math around it. I think for this fight, we've been doubling the actual roll on the dice.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's great. I love that. I love that for me, actually. I probably would have rolled less than this. So that's going to be 14 points of piercing damage.
Amazing. 14 points of piercing damage, which means I get to do something I'm very excited to do.
What the fuck?
He is going to use his reaction.
Die already.
To what?
For Aegis of the Disciple.
Wait, I'm sorry, to what?
Aegis of the Disciple.
I don't like the sound of that.
And Barden and Matthias, you both hear in your minds, protect me. One of you is going to take that shot.
No! You rot!
I mean, I'll
Maddie
do
will
it.
literally die if
Who will you guys both give me an initiative check? This is who responds faster.
Get that speed die in there.
9.
Sorry, rolling initiative again?
Yeah.
Just to-
It's an initiative check. With
technically
initiative.
has advantage.
Six.
It doesn't have advantage.
Initiative checks are dex checks, I thought.
No. Oh, they are, but Barden doesn't have advantage on dex checks. So
That's a
Barden
16.
has the saves.
Barden, you interpose yourself in between Taz's shot and
What?
take
Wait.
14 points.
What is it? Because my rage.
Piercing damage, so it's half to 7.
7.
Yeah, I think it should be halved, right?
Mm-hmm.
You monstrous. You are a monster, Alex!
Wait, what did you use? I
I
kind of
use a
missed it.
short bow.
Yeah, yeah, I just love the concept that you hit her right where the heart should be. And she just
God. Christ.
looks at you.
I'm so uncomfortable. I am so scared.
I am so
What
scared.
was that, 7 damage?
7 piercing damage.
Ooh, first. I've got 7 left.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to down you.
Welcome to the
This
Under
is gonna
10
be
Club.
terrible. Oh,
It's beautiful here.
Mm-hmm.
yep,
Extra
that's my turn.
damage. Barden, will you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. It's someone messaging me. Oh, that's a 21.
You are no longer charmed.
Yeah.
Look at
Okay, so there's a moment of just looking down at this arrow and just, instead of the blank look, it's a...
Oh.
happening. And that's, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like in that moment, Awaish would scream up, "Fucking fight!" seeing that Barton is out of the charm.
Cool. Kiara, it is your turn. You are muted, Pooja.
Oh, yes. Kiara is very, very, very fucked up. And is on the stairs. And sees Taz run past, sees Barden's eyes, looks at Barden, and says, I need you. And like a flame that is brightest before it goes out, Kiara, yet another shock of light emerges from Kiara as, with her last spell slot, she casts Guiding Bolt at Raw Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Putting everything she has into this. Which is okay, because it's a 16 plus 6 to hit.
Go ahead.
Fuck me. Alright, 4d6.
That's a lot of damage.
Guiding bolt is so
And I
sexy.
rolled really well. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 3 is 17 radiant damage to Rot Daddy with the brightest light she can summon.
I need Barden, Matthias, Vice, Kiara, and Tazriel all to make Constitution saving throws for me.
Constitution.
Has my blessed dropped?
That was in that one. I'm rolling so badly.
That's a dirty
Good
20.
question. Has Bless dropped?
No, not yet. You have this was the last round for Bless.
Okay,
Okay.
that is a 19.
Mhm.
Remember that Taz, Oash, and Vice and I still have resistance to all damage because it hasn't been
Got
my
it.
whole turn yet.
12.
With Bless?
Yeah, with bless.
Okay. One moment. Okay. As you cast the spell, Kiara, illuminating this creature, there's a loud, sudden noise as every bone in his body shatters under the force of your divine light. And then you hear a simultaneous crack like an echo. That is going to be 19 points of necrotic damage to everyone who didn't beat a 15. With the half, that is going to be 9 points to Matthias.
Add
Nice.
2.
Yeah.
4. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Gardens down.
Does Kiara take half?
Yes.
Kiara's down.
Okay. What about Taz? You're muted.
You're muted.
I'm still up. I'm just watching our friends.
Did you make the
Vice-
save?
Did you make the save? Taz? Vice succeeded.
15.
15 con.
I failed to save, but I have half damage on.
Yeah, so that is 19 halved to 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. As the father of Rot falls to his knees, scatters down into bone pieces, there's a third and final sound. And Matthias Markart, one more wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Oh my god.
Bless is dropped because Kiara's out. I think. Yeah, it's a
Oh.
concentration. Yeah, it's gone.
I rolled a 20.
A natural 20?
Is that a disadvantage?
No.
It was a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh.
You feel something break inside you. And then your bones stitch themselves back together. You're no longer charmed.
All right. And what is happening with this guy?
He's gone.
Are we out of initiative?
We are out of initiative.
All right.
Oh.
The moment that we are out of initiative, Awaish kind of bursts into action, knowing that knowing the time, knowing who is down, looks at Taz and says, focus on Kiara, and then at will uses their single use of jump to get up to Barden to try to stabilize her.
You can probably see, because Rage would have stopped when she went unconscious, you will see like great jagged cuts in her knuckles. Well, and her little finger missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be the whole thing, or just like up to a knuckle, or? Oh, you know what? It would have been the whole thing, wouldn't it? If it wants bones.
Will Darren help me with this medicine check?
Yes.
Okay.
He will assist you.
That's very nice of him. I appreciate it, Darren.
Varden was very rude. So.
He will help you as you ask.
Doesn't need it. That's a 14.
That will stabilize Barton.
Yes.
Having that full body snap and then the feeling of the bones moving back together just blinks and eye contact with Vice, and then spins around to see the cloak just filled with dust, and will kick his boot through it furiously to just make sure it's non-responsive, and then we'll kick the cloak into the water, breathing hard, sweat dripping, and then seeing that the two people who are down are being taken care of. Are the Reavers at the end of the room? Is everything gone? Everything's good?
They dissolve with him.
He pulls out, throws his hand into his pocket and pulls out the thing that the little figure that Nomi gave them, and looking very pale, just brings it up to his lips. Notify Vanguard and Fulcrum. Lycastle ransacked. Isle of the Dawn deserted. Lumen slaughtered. Temple desecrated. Overrun with undead. Graffiti of Merlin. Advise how to proceed.
Tight. He responds after a pause and a moment. I'll get that to the Black Lotus and the curator. Proceed with caution and eliminate the threat.
Awaish, seeing that Barden is stabilized, will look over. Has Taz stabilized Kiara?
Yeah, I'm gonna expend. So healers kits get 10 uses per kit.
Did you already use one on Kiara today?
I can use it to stabilize her. I can't use it to give her hit points.
Then you
however,
have to roll.
Yeah, and because I have the healer's feat, when I stabilize with a kit, you get 1 hit point back, so you're back up.
Oh, phew.
Amazing.
And so Awaish looks over to that, looks to Matthias and Vice, asks, all right?
Still standing.
Physically. All right. And go ahead,
Awaish.
Alex. Would you like to say it?
Yeah. From where you are, leaning over Barden on the bridge, your vision drains into black as the wounds on your shoulder and chest reopen. You take 24 points of piercing damage and collapse off of the cracked bridge and into the water.
Oh, fuck. Can I reach down and try and grab them? Like by the by the skirt or the belt or any
The
piece
collar?
of clothing?
Like a cat.
Yeah, just like real fast.
Did you provide any warning that this was going to happen, Oish?
No.
Then I think they do fall.
Okay.
With everything that was going on, looking to Vice, they do fall into the water. You have immediately a chance to go and grab them, but they do fall.
Yeah, I'll
You
jump
cannot
down
prevent the fall.
and reach in and grab them and drag them back towards the edge and over the edge. Bleeding out currently?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then
Yeah, it almost is like the wound like burst back from the runes and like reformed and just like a burst of blood.
yeah, so he gets off the bridge, hops down, probably has to keep a hand on the edge since it's 10 feet deep and he's wearing armor.
Yeah.
So keeps a hand, but then reaches over, grabs them and pulls them and then like sits up on the edge and so he can get both hands around them and heaves them out of the water. And then with one hand will reach around to the shoulder that's open and is going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Will you give me just one death saving throw before he gets a chance to do that?
Sure.
Just through the spice.
That's a 5.
Okay. It's a fail, but Matthias will wake you back up.
Something, just deep reverberations. And you, is Cure Wounds 1d8 or 2d8?
2d8.
So that's gonna be, give me a moment. Okay, 7, 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of healing.
Oish, you
Weird.
wake up with a taste of water and blood in your mouth.
I have a weird question. What does Matthias's Cure Wounds feel like?
It is similar to the other things that he has cast before. I haven't focused as much on like the cold stuff.
Sure.
Mostly it is a lightless, soundless effect that is still, it's like the vibrations of sound without the actual presence of it. Something like the earth moving that you can't actually hear, but you know that it's happening because you can feel it. It's something like that, just from within this very deep
Kind of like a vibration
activity.
pushing
Yeah.
into you.
Like a
Yeah.
foundational shift that you can feel from within your body.
And they come to start away from your hand a little bit. And then... All right.
I'm gonna set them aside.
With everyone stabilized for the time being, I think that's a good place for another 5-minute break. We're going to take 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back, and we are going till 4 p.m. today, so we have another half hour or so.
Time. We'll
Okay.
go down. See you in a sec.
See you in a bit.
Christ. I'm
Welcome back.
starting us off with the recap immediately because people in the chat are asking for it. Hello, what you missed in this session so far was we had a really big combat. I will show you a screen right now. We were fighting people. Father of Rot were in a temple that Matthias, that's my character, went to as a child. And someone who apparently is also connected to his god just tried to kill the party and slaughtered all the people who worked in this temple. But we
This
beat
guy.
him.
Someone lost a finger.
Someone lost a finger.
There you go.
Almost all of us went down.
We got charmed.
Can we get out of combat so I can get into where I actually am in location?
Absolutely. Initiative is over.
Whew. Christ. Okay. Who wants to go first?
This is where I think Oash is just sitting on this bridge, actually is sitting for a moment, and then straight up just lays down on the remainder of the bridges, catching their breath.
Yeah, Kiara is down where they fell and where Taz brought her up. I think she's probably like sitting up against the stairs of the bridge, but they're not moving either.
Still just stable. Just breathing. Just chilling out.
Unconscious.
Yep.
Are you unconscious, Barton?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't bring
stabilized.
someone awake. I can only stabilize them.
All right. Should I wait? Should I just let the healing happen? Nah.
If you want to drag her around,
No, I'll.
she's big. You can probably do it.
Do you have any lay
Then,
on hands left?
No.
I saved 5 points of lay on hands, so I will pop those 5. He will kneel, looking at the robe and the dust, and then look at you and place a hand on your shoulder. 5 points of lay on hands. So you have 5 hit points.
Oh, any teeth left?
Didn't you already get one?
Not from the daddy.
A silver tooth just for you.
I just sent Darren to get it. I sent my mage hand to get it. Darren's not moving.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Barton wakes up and immediately just sort of starts coughing and just really fuzzy. Just goes, what the fuck happened? What the... Ugh. Why does my... Looks to her hand. What the fuck?
Oh god.
What happened?
I
Could
didn't.
anyone explain?
Did we see that happen? Did I see that happen?
Kiara did. Kiara was on the bridge, I think, when it happened.
I don't
I
know.
think Oash.
And Awish was right there.
And I
too, right?
thought, if Matthias looks lost for words, Uwesh will kind of lull their head over and say, you were charmed.
Harmed? What did I do?
Maybe.
Did I hurt?
All right.
Say again?
She says, maybe just focus on that, all right? To your hand.
The lay on hands does like close the wound so the bleeding stops, but still a little stub.
I do like the idea that she starts heaving a bit just at the sight of this.
You want to give me a I'll call this a constitution check. Normally, constitution checks are not very common, but you can give me one.
That's a 16.
A 16. If you want to throw up your finger, you can throw it up. If you don't want to,
She
you don't.
doesn't know that it's there.
Yeah,
She
I'm
doesn't know what's
asking
happened to it.
you as Shan. If you want Barden to throw up the finger, then you can have her do so. Yes.
Good ass.
Yeah, I do. We don't have to be visual on it, but yeah, I want that to happen. And just the horror in her face. She like skitters back as big as she is. She just like pulls herself back from it and goes, it made me eat my finger.
Do you want it or do you not want to see it?
See what?
Your finger.
I mean, Can someone put it back?
Kiara by this time has definitely like crawled up hearing Barden's distress. Does Kiara know about limb reattachment?
It is difficult with magical healing and the fact that the life was pulled from this finger in order to heal the it's like blackened.
Yeah.
So it would be hard to put back on without the ability to add a lot of magical healing behind it. And I think you're out of spell slots at this moment.
Oh, no, not for now, but in terms of like, should I put it in a bag for later?
We put it with some ice.
It seems very unlikely. What you are looking at, this little shriveled thing on the bridge, this sort of like, you wouldn't want that on your hand.
Okay. In that case, I think Kiara's just gonna crawl over to Barden and hug her, like hold her close, the way Barden always does to Kiara.
Barden just lets her head rest in the crook of her neck. And she goes, "Did I hurt you?"
No.
I didn't. And just lifts her hands and sees this, like, the ripped knuckles and just... You're still not afraid?
No. You came back. I needed you and you came back.
Gonna
Arm around her, pulls her closer, just kind of buries her head in her neck.
Matthias being on the ground will also sort of like keep the hand on her shoulder, and give a squeeze and say, "I'm sorry," as she's sort of processing through the loss of a limb, and then sees the cuts on the back of the knuckles and, sort of confused, is gonna reach for the hand and pull it closer to him.
She definitely flinches, but lets it happen.
What's this?
It's a hand. She's trying not to cry. You mean just wiggles? You mean those? The wounds? The not nice side of me.
What do you
But-
mean?
Under control.
What was the first part of that?
Mostly under control.
His hand kind of like grips tighter around hers.
In a threatening way?
He pulls the hand closer and then more slowly says, like, "What do you mean?"
Looks to you. It's what kept me from being a knight. I'm claws my tail and takes the hand lesser finger and just sort of brushes it over her mouth. Jars.
Wild touched.
Flinches her hand back.
Kiara grips you tighter.
I didn't think you'd understand. None of them did.
breaks eye contact with you and looks away.
You don't see Kiara glaring daggers at you, Matthias.
Yeah,
And
Barden just shrinks in Kiara's grip. Just again,
And-
she's huge, but she just like crouches in your grip, in your arms.
When Matthias turns,
oh, yeah.
oh, sorry, go ahead. Say, when Matthias turns away, Kiara is going to pull back a little bit, touch Barden's face on both sides, and say, "You are perfect. Don't let anyone tell you you're not." And then she'll just pull her back in and just give her all the love that Kiara can feel in this moment Barden has withheld from herself.
Leash kind of just stares at that. And then when the hug finally dissipates, says, "But how?"
Oh,
What
Oh, it-
kind of monster are you? Vice says from behind you.
She's not a monster.
she flinches into Kiara's grip, just realizing how surrounded she is.
Not a monster.
I think this whole time Daz has been like sitting on the bench, pulled out the feather that Foggy had stolen off of him, and was just reciting something, mostly in Infernal, but going back and forth in Abyssal too. Listening to all this, and then says that as Vice asks.
We have known you less than 2 weeks. You are dangerous.
what was that last part?
Dangerous.
Who isn't?
Rolls
As
her eyes
much
at
as
Kiara.
platitudes are so nice, explanations are better.
We've always been like this. Always. The trading helps. Learning to control my emotions. I've never known anything else. I've never hurt my friends with it. It's always been in my control. Except for when I'm charmed, apparently.
Will you give me a deception check?
Yikes.
Hold on a second.
Oh my god.
Do we need to roll insight or something?
22.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
you only roll insight if you're trying to insight. Otherwise, it's just
That's
passive, I
true.
think, right?
Yeah.
I think
I
Kiara
think-
is trying to insight because
Oh,
Barden
I'm surprised that
interrupts.
Kiara would be trying to insight.
Yeah.
Kiara isn't gonna judge, but she
Mhm.
wants to know because, well, controlling self and power and dangerous is something that's on Kiara's mind a lot right now.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll give that
I-
a roll.
I didn't do well, and I think that makes sense. I think my mind is in a much different place right now, and am acting more out of frustration than anything else.
Okay. What was Matthias?
I got a 7.
All right. You believe her as much as, with everything going on.
I was going to roll, but I think Tass just thinks Barden's lying without the roll. From not,
Interesting. I mean,
yeah,
with his backstory.
yeah, thinks she's lying, but isn't like saying anything.
Kiara rolled a 22.
Please.
Yeah.
That's actually a good question, because usually it goes to the player if it's a tie, but you're both players.
I think there's always something very narratively satisfying about getting a roll at the same time. Because you guys are close and touching, I think maybe you don't know what it means, but you maybe feel, if that's okay with Shan, like a tremble as Barton says it. So you're not sure if she's certain or not.
Yeah. And, in light of everything that Kiara's been through, in light of the conversation that Kiara and Barton had about controlling, and just, I think Kiara doesn't react except to, just rub a comforting hand down Barton's back, just to be a solid presence that Barton can feel.
I think Taz would turn to Vice. Barton's been nothing but an asset, save for being charmed, and out of all of us, 2 people, and I look at Oish, and I look at Vice, have either tried to attack or actually attacked a party member under their own volition. So let's not play this.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
not play this game.
Oh. Flameblood, you have no right to say that to me.
And yet it's the truth.
Truth is relative when you work for a power that defines truth with what it expects.
Were you charmed?
You have all hurt each other. It happens. But
This is why we are a team, not friends.
that is truth.
All right. I'm gonna push to.
I'm so sorry. Can I finish? I don't mean that to be really cruel. Awaish says that and then takes a pause and says, "We don't have to like each other to protect each other."
Matthias pushes himself up from his knees with that statement. Be that as it may, we're still going to grant each of our party members the same respect that we would expect for ourselves. So, looks at Taz. Valid points. Perhaps we can leave some room for understanding of our party member situations, each of them. As for the current situation, and looks at Barton and looks at Kiara and Taz specifically and says, I assume this won't be a problem.
You're the first to know, outside my father. And, well, Siren always learns secrets.
And is still looking to Kiara and Taz, since they are the people who are most closely aligned with the Rays.
And Kiara, without hesitation, says, "It's not a problem unless someone makes it one."
Taz nods to what Kiara just said.
Then it's a non-issue. Until and unless it becomes one.
I've only ever wanted to use who I am for good. That's all I've ever wanted.
And you protected me. I saw what you did, and you protected me.
Thank you. Just bells back into Kiara's neck, just away from it all for a minute.
There's more in this temple that I'd like to see. I've notified Nomi. Hopefully, he will get the message to the right people. I don't entirely expect anything more back than what I've already gotten. So, perhaps we stay here for a little while before we move along.
I do not know as much as you might about this place. Do you think it is safe to stay here? To recover?
I'll use another divine sense.
Mhm.
Anything?
No more undead in your radius, as you can sense, but the desecration remains. Meaning that people could still be turned into undead here, the shadows, the rituals that this creature and his disciples might have conducted have still tainted this place. It has not become untainted with his passing.
There's nothing close to us. There's still the underlying poison. But for now, I think that we're safe.
I trust your judgment.
Keep your
Even
eyes
if we
open.
weren't-
What was that?
Kiara will say, even if we weren't safe, I have nothing.
Then we'll stay here.
When you say, then we'll stay here. Each of you are going to take a point of exhaustion. And
Two for me,
Barden, 2 for you. Barden, your sword begins to glow. And you hear far off, deep in the bowels of the temple, a bell ring as it strikes midnight. And your sword regains a charge.
We love that for me.
Yeah, following the end of the conversation, when we decide to all rest here, Awaish just passes out. Straight up.
Question.
Short rest.
When you do decide to rest, you guys could rest here. This place is a little roughed up, but
Yeah.
Matthias, you know what lies through the next door.
I would, I think that strategy-wise, he would want to check it out before inviting anybody else in. So if he goes to take a look and sees that it's fine, he can pop off his last divine sense and check.
Mhm.
And
I will
then-
tell you, the room that you would go into, the divine sense you would release, there are no undead there.
Then he would invite people further in, where there are fewer
Okay.
bodies.
Then, if you guys want to make your way to the bottom area here,
Has it been an hour since the first room?
it has not yet been an hour.
Okay, so then we should take Daylight Rock with us until it
Daylight Rock.
I'll bring you the daylight rock. Or you got it.
Thank
I
we
think
go.
Awaish says
I
that
can
they'll
get it.
catch up
Mhm.
as they take just 10 minutes to ritually cast Unseen Servants so they can get to their feet.
Oh my god.
But they don't want to admit it, so they're just going to be like, go ahead. I have to do something.
Painful. Okay. Welcome. The Forgotten Crypt.
Oh. I think you're gonna have to move me.
There we are.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Shan needs moving.
Oh, I will
I
grab
tried.
you.
It's fine.
I can travel you to our level.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh,
There we
before
go.
they leave, Matthias will grab the robes of the
Mm.
guy
Mm.
and just bring them with him.
I don't like that as soon as I disappeared, I can see the bloody footprints underneath.
You step into the third main, well, one of the main areas of the Temple of the Forgotten, and it is as you remember it, Matthias. This is the Forgotten Crypt. You see gravestones to your right, rich carpets to your left, areas where talks might have been given. There's a balcony, a book. You see tombstones and glass jars flickering with incandescent and wispy materials inside them, and a statue of Lydir, the maiden martyr, made of white stone, but where her eyes would normally be, just tracks of that dark ooze. However, this crypt is less contaminated than the rest of the temple. It feels a bit safer. There's no more of those blood puddles. It's like they hadn't quite gotten to this area yet, or maybe the stronger presence of the goddess here protected it from the rest of the destruction. Feels like a safer place to take a rest.
I don't think he goes any further than the doorway.
Question. Are you guys taking a short or a long rest?
Can we Taz will advocate for a long rest. Like, he is on fumes. I don't have any hit die to spend to
How many hit die or spell slots? Yeah.
spend it last
When
time.
was our last long rest?
That's the boat.
A long time ago. Yeah.
Long
It's
time.
midnight. So
Hey.
this morning.
Whole day.
You guys you take a point of exhaustion because you have not slept.
Okay, we
Yeah.
should.
You guys have been through multiple hours of battle
Yeah.
today and conflict.
And it PvP.
Mm.
That was today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We can
my
we can
God.
take a long rest. I'll say this. I think that if the group takes a long rest, I think that Matthias might manage a short rest, but I don't think he's gonna manage a long rest.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I say that because if you guys want to all roll hit dice for me, you are leveling up.
I can't remember what my hit dice is.
Congratulations on defeating the father. Welcome to your next level.
Oh, fuck yeah. I will say I'm going to ask Kiara to press visitation as much gunk off of me as possible.
Yeah.
And I'd like to do a little check-in with the boy, but I can do that next session if you'd like.
Yeah. All of that being said, I just want to let you guys know that you will have between this week and next week to look at your level abilities, pick, if you're going to multi-class or anything like that. Look at what you're doing. If you want any homebrew spells or features, talk to me about that this week. But if you guys want to roll your dice on stream so people can see how much your hit points go up by, you can do that
Yeah.
here, or you can save it for later.
Well, I get
How
a.
big are my dice?
Helen is a D10, I think.
No D10?
D10, D12 for barbarian, D8 whether it's cleric or warlock.
Yeah,
and
it's the same for me.
garbage.
So I'm just gonna roll.
Ooh,
Um,
D12
and-
plus my con modifier.
Remember in my homebrew rolling that depending on the size of your dice, you reroll certain numbers. So if you have a D6, you reroll ones, a D8, you reroll ones and twos, a D10, 1, 2, and 3, and a D12, you reroll everything under a 4.
I think I
Nice.
already rolled this a while ago.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
7.
Nice.
Check my notes.
9.
Maybe I'll
It
just
says,
reroll it
it
here.
says it's plus my con modifier.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Add that. So that's an 8 total.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Kiara went up to 55.
Woo.
Oh, that's a 1. I'm gonna re-roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better. That's a 3. I'll take a 3.
Cool. Okay. What'd you
Okay,
get?
we're gonna take warlock or cleric. You have to find out next week.
Have to find out.
Okay.
Right.
Well, Thank you guys so much for watching this episode.
Oh,
God, that
Thanks
was a
for
lot of
coming, y'all.
combat.
What a
Oh my
time.
gosh. Thank
Whole
you so much
combat
for watching.
episode.
Whew, that was crazy. Big shout out to One More Multiverse for these amazing maps. You can find more like Strange Hunger's content on the One More Multiverse Discord. Discord.gg/multiverse will get you in there. We have a channel for chatting called Strange Voices, I think it is. Or Strange Chatter. Yeah, Strange Chatter. For that, we also do have some like little workshops and Strange Hunger themed events that some of us run on there sometimes, so go check it out. Also, big shout out to Soundtail for our music, bringing us these lovely sounds. Some of the assets that you saw in play today, the shaking horrors and the bleeding horrors and all of that, and the Father of Rot, were made by Sloan. Those are pixel art assets that were made by Sloan. Super, super beautiful. And another big shout out to just all of my players, and to go follow us on Twitter at Total Party Kiss if you're not, and you can catch up with past episodes and rewatch them on our YouTube, Total Party Kiss, if you look it up on YouTube, and hit subscribe because it helps us out a lot.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
See you next week.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.